Alright, hello everyone and welcome back. How are you doing? Today is Sunday and something's not quite working well. I think my app broke. Let me just clear my browser sources here. Normally there should be an icon above me. Let's see. Everything's dark right now. Oh god, I have an idea. I gotta just restart the stream app that I made. Because I think I did a tiny oopsie where I did not pull the latest changes that I worked on today. Let me just restart the server and I will be back in just a second. Hey, hello everyone. Welcome back to another stream on this Sunday. It is a little bit of an exception to go live on a Sunday, but that is really just more because, you know, I've been skipping a few streams lately and I just wanted to get it playing. And the thing that we're going to play today is quite cool. I got like an early build from HDFix 3.10, which is still in testing. It's not out yet, so some chatters have already asked, like, where's the link? Give me the link, give me the link. I'm like, there's no link. It's not officially out yet. It's currently in beta testing, so it's not like we can claim, oh, HDFix 3.10 is now out. You can play it yourself. It's in a test version, which means there will be problems, there will be issues, and that's what I want to test today. Hello from Netherlands, hello, welcome back. I do Autocon reports. But yeah, let me just welcome everyone here right now on stream. Thanks, Sammy. Hey, Satsi. Code, of course, also checking in. Technomika. Foolish Foxhound, how you doing? Lovely to see you all today here. Let me actually pull up HDFix quickly here, just to show you a few things before we jump into it. There's a cool few things that we can talk about, which are not live yet. Check that out here. There you go. So this is the GitHub page for HDFix, right? And if you go under issues, just navigate it here. And then we go under closed. Issue closed, and then we sort by newest, latest update. There's a few things that have been changed lately, which I've not covered yet in the video. So what's good is there's finally a fix here for the infinite loading. An option to use original pre-HD collection camera positions. This is actually dope. I have the example here on Discord. So if you check Discord here in the MG News Network, you can see how some of these cameras actually have been misaligned. And I'm not showing like the real fix here. So HDFix 3.10, both in MGS2 and MGS3, will change a little bit how the camera is being positioned, which is really nice. You see some things that you couldn't have seen before and stuff like that. And this also includes then for MGS2, where like there's a little bit extra to be seen here on top, which you would normally not see on PlayStation 2. So that's fun. Of course, third-person camera here, that's the thing that we're here today to test. Has been closed by now. And a few other things here, some icon changes. CPU and GPU optimization, that was actually last month. I don't think this is was included yet in 3.10. Hey, thanks for the claim. Yeah, now it's working properly. Lovely. But yeah, that's all that's like coming. There's a lot of things that are coming. Let me check actually the settings here. It's under install files, browse. As you go here to plugins and then open the config tool. This is all you can see here. I guess we have to deal with the situation being this small. So this is a preview. It says here 303 here, but it does already have stuff like the third-person camera included here. So I think this title here is not quite accurate. I mean, that's not enable third-person free cam. It's basically like the Subsistence camera. I like to call it the Subsistence camera in honor of the, you know, SOS mod for PC Substance. And there's a bunch of settings here, like zoom resets and zoom in and zoom out, stuff like that. So for those people that want to play a mouse and keyboard, this hopefully will help them a lot. I personally, I've never learned to play a mouse and keyboard in MGS2. I've been speedrunning for like 5 years this game on a gamepad, so I probably will keep doing that. That's just what I learned. There's a few other things in there as well, which I think not included in this build yet there, but HDFix is also pushed, for example, that we can finally set the hostages in 𝐭𝐻DFix core 1F to a fixed hour, which is the Easter egg that some people are hopefully familiar with, where you set it to different clocks, and then depending on the time that you play the game at, there will be sometimes Easter eggs, like all of the guards will be Jennifer. And is it another fun fact here that I can share here? Where is it? I think I posted this earlier here. I know where I posted it. I posted it definitely in the Metal Gear channel, my server here. So these are all named here, by the way. These are called Harrison, like Harrison Ford, Kato-chan, which is a Japanese comedian, Will Smith, Wesley Snipes, and then Jennifer as in Jenna will love you it. It's like, okay, cool. Thanks to the leak, we now know the names of these hostages. Well, at least the model names. That's a fun little bit of information. So I guess let's just go in and play a little bit. Give it a test. Again, this is a demo, like a testing build. This is not out yet. There's still more features coming. And let me tune the audio a little bit for myself here. It's a little bit too loud for my ears. All right. I think I'm going to play a Japanese version today. Oh, one cool thing as well. It's very small, but we can also finally get the Japanese ringtone for the phone. Like, hey. This was only part in the PlayStation 2 Sons of Liberty release from Japan, where when the phone is near fire and you get a call, actually it will play the Metal Gear 2 theme. Like, do-do-do-do-do-do-do. Every other version just has like the ringtone, like, it's like annoying. There's also going to be a change so we can swap, confirm, and cancel, which I really like. So it's more like PS2 controls. I've not used that yet here. I actually had that as my phone ringtone for a few years, so that's goated. I'm just going normal here today. I just could use a little bit to the camera. I tried playing UX. Let me tell you, if you're used to like the regular camera, this Subsistence camera will throw you off. Let's just go for here and see how it works on the normal run first. And I can still do an UX run later. I started today's stream a little bit earlier, so I have some more time. But yeah. I also asked if they can change the IGT so it's similar to what we had on PC Substance, which would also be nice. On PC Substance, there's no loads being counted towards the IGT. And even better would be if we have there you go, slowdowns affecting the IGT as well. Yep. This is a new game plus run, excuse me. What's fun is like there's certain defined zones in the game where the game lets you play in this free cam mode, and then certain zones the game's like, actually I'm gonna stick the camera here. So I usually just play what I'm familiar with. I don't intend to play like a newcomer. Like you can't demand that for me after 5 years of speedrunning this game. I think once we get to plot, we can experiment a little bit, but right now, I don't know. She's just there, right? Did we get to her? Nah, okay. No loop. It's fun that when you start the Augur fight, you have the camera from the side. That's definitely no good. Should be ideally. From like behind her. I think she will run forward now. Oh no, we're good. The thing is in Tanker, like, you gotta just admit, Tanker, there's so many like small rooms. Even Bluepoint was like, don't want to change a lot of these rooms here. So this is where we're like just getting out here. And let's be real, like in an open area like this camera is really cool, right? This is amazing. But if it was like a very small room, I don't see the point. So that's why even Bluepoint was like, you know what, we're gonna lock the camera again to like the classic version. I should have done for fun a dog tag run here. Like let's get some dog tags while we're here. Why not? I need to make a magazine quickly. With the Prozac skip. There you go. So again, this room, camera's the same and then it switches over, which is nice. And every now and then, depending on the zone you're in, it's kind of different. There you go. I can't even react that quickly when I have like free cam. Like here, in this area here, classic camera, I go here, boom. Subsistence camera. And like even if you go back, the camera changes and the angle changes. It's a little bit weird for a speedrunning standpoint when you're like used to the static angles. So if you want to like speedrun this, like seriously, you probably want to get like used to the angles and everything. It's a bit weird. When is it out? It's out when bug testing is over and the final stuff is being committed. It does not happen yet. I'm not part of the development team, I just got access to it here, so that's all nice. But yeah, I can't tell you when it's out. Oops, I'm already standing, I always forget that. I stand up while I'm shooting here. And I forget to. Ooh, forgot this one. This should be it. It goes to show though that Bluepoint still forked this feature out quite a lot. Which zones there's like free cam, which zones there's not, right? Which is fun. Oh god, this is nauseating. You can see when the cameras are bouncing up and down. I think this is Subsistence camera, but I didn't want to change it. Again, if you know the timings, you just run through, right? You're not bothered with this. Like here it's like the Subsistence camera. And the camera still like goes just behind the pipes. That's fun enough. But I would argue still, like, I don't know which things have to be like patched out or not. I would like to imagine there's still a very like raw version of this camera feature or camera settings. So this is really fun. Anyway, do I have enough bullets? I do. I've been playing with compiling 𝐸𝐵𝑔2, where I can communicate with the dev team. Like Konami? I mean, Bluepoint has been shut down. That's most likely why we got that leak, right? Or do you mean like the dev team that's working on HDFix? I mean, there's also people like working individually on stuff, right? It's not like just one team here. That's fine. I'm short one bullet, damn it. No, short two bullets. I should have checked my ammo count. Whatever. The update dev team. I mean, it's probably best to join the Metal Gear News Network Discord, MGN. Let me just tell out here. No, that one here. Metal Gear Network MGN. It's public. That's where like a lot of things are being discussed and shared. And so, yeah, you use the HDFix channel there. You can also like make a GitHub feature request or bug report. I made a feature request because I want to have the original IGT from PC Substance, which would be nice. But yeah. There's definitely like more work that can be done, I'm sure. People have even talking about like, maybe we can make like a version 4.0. We don't need to be stuck in 3.1, 3.11. Yeah, exactly. Like, when you just stand there like this, camera's moving along with the head. Right? I thought there was a community thing that everyone was working on making updates to the game. I mean, there's a small group that's like working together. It's like a handful of people. And there's a lot of people, I swear, that just do it for themselves. I forgot how do I do this change here? By the way, just to show you, if I press right stick in here, you can always on the fly change the camera version. Right? So this is like Subsistence, and this is free camera, or static camera, I want to call it. Hopefully I can make this glitch work now on this camera, I don't even know. In SOS mode, it needs to be done differently. Let's have a look. Oh, it works exactly as normal because the camera does not change back. Oh, that's nice. And because of Subsistence camera, I can't even judge, like, when should I look down there or not? Oh god. I wanted to add a character select to plant tanker. Oh, so you can play as actual Raiden and tanker? That would be insane. Or actual, you know, snake and plant. Which we do have a mod for PC Substance. Would be nice to see this again in MC. Oops, I don't have the camera on. But this is definitely weird. If you used to like speedrun this game and then do this. Not gonna lie, I want to do the camera here, but then because it's just so behind, I can't really tell. Oh, and if I go down, it changes back to more like classic version. That's crazy, bro. I should make it out this week. I'm just gonna I'm gonna cheat and I'm gonna do static. Okay. Because I know how to do zoom with static. When it comes to Systems of Liberty, my existence is nothing but a grain of sand compared to the entire scale of the universe. What a title, though. I wonder. Like, this guy will lower his hands soon. Hey, you can look at them, I guess. I love these like new angles where you normally were not able to see them. See, this is what I'm talking about. When you're in the Subsistence camera, and then it flips back to static, and you're still holding an angle that you should be holding, and you get caught. Like, ah! I saw that Olga has a somersault and carbon action that's not used. Oh. Could that be because most of these models are just copies from Raiden? I'm not too deep yet into the... Jesus Christ. I'm not too deep yet in the code base yet. But I saw at least Snake for oftentimes has been like reverted back to Raiden. Oh my god, it's back to Subsistence here. It's definitely one of the names of all time for a 7TV emote. I can't get borderless, right? And I think now it crashed. Ooh, don't all tap here, I think. Yeah, it's crashed. Well, GG. That's why I'm saying this HDFix is still like in testing. When I alt tap here, it just crashes. Maybe that's because the camera mode does not like when I alt tap in this version? I do not know. Let me just task manager it. We can load after plan. Like, we don't need to see the cutscenes here. This is weird. It's definitely weird. Oh, I now I see the emote. The emote was not showing on my chat that I have here to look at. That's fun. I'm dealing with Fat Finger long before I'll be facing Fat Man. That's fair enough. All right. Let's load plan. I'm fairly certain I'm done with Tanker. August Snake could be based on Raiden. Most could have one was from Raiden Solidus. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I think like the character actor Raiden is like the baseline, and then everyone else that is acting is like base of him. But again, I've not looked too deep into how bosses work on that level yet. I can just imagine. My studies right now are very much for the debug mode, which I want to do tomorrow. So tomorrow's evening, I will stream Metal Gear Solid 2 with the debug settings. For PC Substance, I literally just can't get the blue point thing to render. I was at a point where the game was actually built, and then I was missing textures, and I tried to make the textures work, and that shit didn't work at all. So I'm going back to PC Substance and use that debug mode. It'll be fine. Only problem there is I can't go into docs. I don't know why. Can't show you fortune there. Can't show you the start of the plant. All right, so plant only normal then. It'll be fine. Like the debug mode would work with the debug. Yeah, the Substance version is great. My only problem is I don't know why, but I can't visit the docs. So whenever we have the cutscene where it loads in here into the diving, it crashes. I don't know why. All of Plant works for me. It's just this one level does not work, and I don't know why. So I can't go here in the MGS2.exe. It works fine on MGS2_SSE.exe, but I don't know. Let's continue with some Plant, right? I've talked to Marlon as well, and he says too that for him, Plant works fairly normal. And I don't know what is missing. Maybe it's that I'm specifically on the Windows 10 IoT LTSC instead of Windows 11. That maybe is an issue. I don't know. Let me leave at least the house. Jeez. Did you check event viewer? Like, what do you mean event viewer? Yeah, I'm also Windows 10 IoT LTSC. I don't think I'll ever go back to Windows 11. And I'm currently testing around with Linux. Okay, you gotta be more specific. What is the event viewer? Is there like a debug thing, like a program I can check? There's an error log if the game crashes. That's the thing. Okay, guys, we're getting this out of the way. We're getting this out of the way right the fuck now. You guys help me. If you have any idea how this works, I'll happily fix it so I can do tomorrow the debug playthrough. Right? Oh, that's the zips. I go here, vsfix 181. I'll launch MGS2.exe. Right? Oh, the Windows event viewer. That's what you mean. People are just saying event viewer, and I'm like, well, which event viewer? Sure. Let's open the fucking event viewer. Yeah. I definitely want to get more quickly than later or get into Linux. So let's just load 𝐸𝐭 Plus, I guess. It doesn't matter if it's 𝐸𝐭 Plus, Plus Plus, or whatever. Right, so go here, select any difficulty. Debugging live. Okay, so I skipped this screen. I skipped this screen. The next cutscene works. And then we would load into the docks. But for some reason, it just crashes there. I'm like, all right, so I'm gonna skip this. And boom. Hopefully Steam will be coming over the OS soon. Yeah, I would love that. There's a log file too in the MGS2 folder. All right. Like last log? Is that it? I can make it bigger for you. Just any game. Error printf. I don't know. Your Discord invite is expired. Where did you find it? Maybe it's just one single place. You're not doing stuff like maxing out the model quality for PCO3, are you? I didn't do shit. Look, I'm pretty sure also because MGS2 setup, these fixed setups only affecting MGS2_SSE, and will actually, yeah, already did it. It will actually delete the MGS2 XE. It doesn't even affect the debug version. But I'm just here on regular, like 920, 1080, all the same stuff. I'm on my NVIDIA 5070. Controls is Xbox PS2 style. Internal res is regular 2K, and then all that here. In the description to this video. Oh, to this live stream, you see. I don't know what to tell you. But you're absolutely right. Invite invalid. Why is it invalid? Well, that's weird. I'm pretty sure, like 99%, I've not changed the invite link. It's also it's exactly the same pinned link in my Discord. But is it maybe just the formatting? So here it works, right? It's that code. What's the other one? Yeah, this is discord.com invite and all that. And this is just that. So without the invite word. Could that maybe be the issue? Huh? That's weird. Okay, so maybe just the word invite is not needed. Let me fix that real quick in the backend. And then, I don't know. Huh? Oh, there's a single 9 attached to the link. Now I see it here. There's a single 9 after the code. So the code is exactly wrong by a single character. I'm so sorry. I'm not sure if you need to reload the stream, but I changed the link description and you should be able now to join my Discord. If not, here's it in chat. In case you want to join and chat, stuff like that. By the way, Simi, what do you mean by PCO3? What is PCO3? As a shorthand, I'm not familiar with. Single 9. I can set it all to low, saving and all that shit. And now I gotta go. Gotta get the game from Depot. Oh, PCO3 is the 2003 PC version of Substance. Okay, I'm following that. That is just a term that nobody I know uses, so sorry that I'm not familiar with it. I just call it PC Substance, and somebody's ringing at my door, so you enjoy the intro. I'll be right back. Hopefully it's just a short interruption. Hello. Well. I'm back. Nobody uses it, but ever since Master Collection, if I say PC, people will assume MC. That's why you say PC Substance or PC Master Collection. At least that's how I solved. I don't know about you, but you know. Because at least with PC Substance, you say everything you need to know, right? It's the Substance release you can play on PC, and the other one's the Master Collection on PC. And that's why I also shorten it PCMC or PC Sub. Oh, let's keep doing this game here. Yes, with 2L, that is correct. Haven't typoed in another language in a while. I have the utmost respect to you for even trying to communicate, even if it's just for fun, but trying to communicate in another language that's not your own. You've been brought up with, so hey, I'll be the last person to judge you for that. Let's try again. Just crash. And I swear to God, nobody knows why it crashes for me. And the fun thing is, on my laptop, which is Windows 11, I did the same setup, also crashes there. So I don't know, is it me? Are these hands at fault here? I don't know, dude. Again, the log says literally jack shit. Just error print FID ID8. The fuck do I do with that? And if somebody can like tell me how to read this thing here, I have no fucking idea. You mean like there's a certain application here that would input something, output something? I don't fucking know. No need to install, just play from the folder. Sure, Techno. Just, yeah, mid over here. Ideally, you zip it first. I think if you send the exe directly, Discord does not like that, but yeah. Sure. All right, fine. Open the thing again. I just wanted to debug the camera, but hey, if you guys want to go here, Windows Logs, Application. Okay. And I presume I got to go for the game again and then check what's up latest. I'm going to put this here on the second monitor. Oh my God. I'm going to put this on the second monitor so I can actually see which one's the latest. I'll send a link where you can download it on Discord. Sure. Faulty module name should help you as to what's causing the crash. That's what I'm saying. I'm just following against what you guys tell me. Again, it's very mysterious. Even if I load in at a later point in the game, like I finish the bomb defusal, I go back down to meet Fortune. The moment I go down, it loads the docs in, crashes. So, I don't know. Creative Alchemy app to help the audio? I don't even know what that is. And well, there's no new entry here. I just crashed again. It's 1937. And there's no new entry here. I don't know if I can refresh it. What is the Creative Alchemy app? Is that part of these fixed by accident, maybe? Because I wouldn't know. You know? Event viewer needs to be manually refreshed. Oh, what's the problem with Windows shit? No way, faulty module name is an exe file. And there's two. Oh. Okay. You guys would hate me if I was in customer service, like a customer here. You wasn't using any fixes. How do you run the game then? Because I just got the black screen. And I go here. There's nothing new there. I just close it. I can refresh. Still nothing new here. So this is a 14 application name medical suit X version 2.1 40 module name 40 application path. Yeah. I don't know if this thing tells you anything, but I don't know. It just says, yeah, medical 2.exe, that's faulty. Yeah, but what is faulty? I had black screen until I used Creative Alchemy. So for that, actually, oh, that's the wrong thing. For that, HDFix actually installs these files here, which are 𝐷𝐚𝐮 and 𝐷𝐚𝐮 x64, I think. Hi. That's probably what we do here. Hi. Thanks for the check-in. I don't know, maybe I should change something here. Oh, why is it that? Is that exe? This is exactly what Creative Alchemy does. Well, okay, then we got to the same result at the end. What is that here? Running DirectX 8.1 or higher is not installed. You kidding me? Oh my God. Hey, thanks Fax for the 15 subs. Thanks so much. Why is it not installed? It should definitely be installed. Are you kidding me? Or just remove it again. Why isn't it C? Amber's worm clusters affected the GW inside houses game installation. I know! Time enough. Here's the thing. I could go and install the game for you all now. And just like fresh. I should make a new folder. Not sure if it'll see it there. Fresh. Cool. Hit it. I mean, maybe HDFix at all. It's just wrong to be used. I don't know. There you go. I don't know. I'm down anyway. Like, hey, if anyone here is willing to help me, thank you so much for the help. So much since the leak came out. What has happened is like I got so much help when I had questions, and it's so appreciated. So again, for you all showing up here, thank you. I'm trying with the fix on 2000 GPC version. Okay, let's see. What are you posting there, you rascal? All right, there it is. Like, so this is a fresh, untouched version. And it even has an MGS2exe in here, if it's just the retail version, right? So if I go in here, go to the depot, slap here an untouched file. There, just replace it here. You can see it's also like... Hey, thanks for the 115 watch streak. We have now 3 MBs more here, right? If you were to launch it like this, should nothing happen. Jesus Christ. Yeah, it's just black screen, right? And that's what I used the black screen for. I just downloaded it from Nexus Mods and slapped it in there, and then I saw 𝐸sfix does the same thing as well. So I'm not sure. Basic install also like really fries your PC by forcing it into a full screen and a very small size. Okay, what are y'all talking about here? Creative Alchemy. There's something on GOG here. It was posted in 2020. Yeah, using 𝐸sfix. Getting some bad video on the docs, but it works. All right. Question again is like, where do I need to go for this? Okay. It replaces certain files within the GOG version. Okay. So here's something they actually did change. They changed the D3, D8 to 9 these. Square DG Voodoo is far more advanced and stable. In most cases, but testing should be done in images too. Change the file. 𝐸sfix includes Creative Alchemy to make the sound work on Windows 10 and newer sound cards. It isn't required in GOG's release, although I would like to know how GOG implemented the audio fix because there isn't any trace of the alchemy. Nemesis 2000's widescreen fix. That's a name for the ages. Create a folder named script inside the bin folder, look in the installation. Yeah, that's what we do as well. And then it's sort of virus alerts. Clusterability third person is out in beta. So it's like a test build. It's not officially out. It's not released, it's in testing. And I know where it is, I just don't want to spread it too much around. It's not really hidden. I'm just saying, like, I have an early build and it's still very buggy. Like, I already had it crash the entire game for me when I was alt-tapping out of the game when I was in the end of tanker sequence. You know, so it's not that stable yet. So officially, it's not out. But I mean, if you have the latest Git version, you can build it yourself. You know how to get it as well. It's not that hard. Many differences between the SOS mod? Yes, plenty. The big difference between SOS mod and this version from Bluepoint is quite simply that SOS mod was done by hand, an interpretation of how Subsistence could look like in MGS2, right? Versus this is what Bluepoint did. And the big changes really are in like small rooms, the camera goes back to static camera. It's not at all times in the Subsistence now. So let me just go quickly through the tank here, so you can get a feeling for that. But just to summarize it quickly for those who just joined. In the future, in PC MC, you can have the Subsistence static camera, but because Bluepoint defined it as such, it will not be at all times like this. It will also change back again. Like, well, I can't see shit. It will also change back again. Like we see here, for example, during the interaction with the door, it goes to the static camera. This here, in this room here, is static camera. I think once I go around here, it goes back to the Subsistence camera. Whereas SOS mod is always in this, you know, behind the person style. Which I think works well. But see, look at how, once we leave this area here, so having known with the event viewer, this is bound to like the events. Or zones, sorry, zones. This little square here is a zone. And once I leave this square zone, I go here. Whoop, camera goes back to static. From a speedrunning standpoint, that's kind of annoying. Because it goes for here, and you think, okay, I gotta go left. And then you just keep going into the wall. And so I'm like, oh, yeah, I'm gonna go down. So the SOS mod was always consistently the same angle behind you. Right, like here as well. Once I enter this zone, it goes back. And what's kind of cool, it actually remembers the angle here. So it actually goes back to this angle. I will assume... Yeah, once we enter this little zone here, it's over. It's not bad at all. It's just slightly different to SOS mod. So if you're used to SOS mod, you may be in for some interesting updates. This room here, for example, not subsistence camera. It's a very large room, but I guess BP just said, nope, this has to be played without the subsistence camera. And I'm pressing right stick gaming because that's my toggle. Hey, Kali. What doesn't change it? Like here as well. You know, oh no, sorry. In this zone, I tricked myself. It's just so confusing. It just throws me back and forth. But it's only like, wow, it's only after like this line here. This zone is still the static, and this zone here onwards is the subsistence camera. There's no manual switch button, as I said. That's not quite right, Belly. There's a manual switch button. I defined it as right stick press, right? But again, if the game, like here, fixes it, I can press the right stick as much as I want, it does not change it, because for this room here, for this zone, it's defined as still static camera. But here, once I go here, it's back again. So, that is the huge change between SOS and this Blue Point subsistence camera, I want to call it. The BP SOS camera, I don't know. The BPS, why not? The BPS system here, again, has fixed zones where the cameras return to static, no matter if you have set it to the new camera mod. And I think that's probably why Kojima also said it later on, like, you know what, this doesn't work, like, let's just cut it. But it's really cool, we can unearth it again, right? I love it. And I personally think for speedrunners, this is even harder than SOS mod, because again, SOS mod would always be the same angle behind you. Even if you like look accidentally out of bounds, it doesn't care. This BPS here is you gotta know exactly which zone is where when it changes from, you know, dynamic to static. It's certainly something else. Let's see if I can get here the start on over. I am slow here today. Yeah. Okay, we got it. Got the old loop. It is kind of silly. Fun fact, I actually got my hands on the source code for Nemesis widescreen fix to see if I could get the UI to be the correct aspect ratio. At the same one as Nemesis did with way too many manual patches. Yeah, I get that. So what's funny again, here we're also back. And honestly here this looks absolutely amazing. August sounds so much more girly. Japanese, I guess, yeah. Doing this interaction also, it's static. Why? Only when you go up or down, it's static. Confusing. Ah, there you go. Wait, is that you, Teknomika? Who just joined my Discord? It's a little bit jank. Again, hey, it's cool from the preservation standpoint, right? At the beginning of the stream, I also showed a little bit how HDFix can soon change certain camera positions, where they were misaligned from the PS2 version to the HD version. And it's really more like getting the actual integrity to work, which I guess Bluepoint never bothered to, because I would assume. Yes, hi. Okay, then if you DM me, I know who you are. I assume Bluepoint just never had enough time on, you know, focus really to change it like that. Probably they could have done it if they wanted to. Take with me. Yeah, once it's like fully out, in 3.10, I'm going to do an update video. I'm going to tell you exactly what's all changed. Because HDFix is still adding in new stuff in the new HDFix update. But it's going to be glorious. There's even stuff for MJS3 in there. Some stuff that we usually probably don't see is the rain effect. Sometimes in the cutscenes, the fire and rain effects are like too fast. And this is something that has been updated and fixed as well. To be in time again. I don't think this affects gameplay here, but most likely cutscenes. Hopefully it fixes the plant Semtex cutscene that always irked me. The one where Stillman explains everything to you? That one, right? I don't speak Japanese. I don't know which one's the reset one. Alright, let me quickly... The Shell 1.2 bridge, where Ryan is using the scope to look at all bomb controls. The HD version is heavily shifted up. Oh, yeah, okay. Do I have a safe that's close there so we can check it out quickly, just for fun? Dude, these are all finished ones. Gosh. B1. I think those are after? This is strut E. What is this one? Save 11. There's a link to the MGS2 GOG version. This works well with the Debug exe. Oh, I have. Oh, this is actually exactly the cutscene I wanted to look at. I mean, I have GOG here. Wait. Downloading this file right now to make sure it's consistent with what I have. That's fair. Where are you, sir? It'd be cool if I could fix also the acceleration on these items, because it's absolutely god-awful how slow the zoom in is. Move. Whoop. Nope. Nope. Could I move over further? There. Nice. What happened there? What did the... Oh. Excuse me. I was like, hang on a second. Something's missing, right? Something right here. Right. If you have the GOG version, you can drop the debug and you know that. Yes, I can. That's awkward. That's weird. There you are. It worked. Yeah. Be flying around and then go up here. We'll have to get a flash shot this way. I know. got me there. What the hell? Why are you in this phase? Where are we? I also remember how the camera remembers where you are. If you go here, it's static. If you go here, it's all of a sudden under you. So you really gotta remember where you are. Bro, did I just dodge that? Do I have Moteki on? I was gonna say. Oh, this is rough. Anyway. Very close and very quick. Do I have in my magical speedrun folder a GOG install I can just reuse? There's GOG vanilla here. I just drop in there, I guess. Maybe that's all I need. Source. It's been ages since I updated this, but yeah, let's give it a try. For a second, I was like, I should have been shot way earlier. Why is this working still? Okay, where's the game? Hello? Oh, that's cool. It doesn't even work. But why? Have I even executed it or not? Okay. Oh, that's not a tiny different graphics driver. It makes sense that it doesn't, load the game if it's the wrong graphics driver. There you go. I don't have that many devices here, jeez. Yeah, this must be an earlier version of HDFix. And I'm using it, admin. What is going on? Should be MGS2 SSE, no. I mean, that's the retail. Underscore SSE is retail, and I want to have the debug version, right? So I gotta slap it in here and start this one. Or do you mean I need to rename it? This one doesn't launch at all. I can make it launch here at least, and then we'd be like, hey, I don't find the Dane data. And I'm like, yeah, you know what? That's right. But the same thing does not launch here at all. Oh my God. There's a weird problem with the hopper structure. But why is the problem with the hopper structure? Oh, I have an idea. Wait. Yep, this is read-only. Figured it out. I couldn't make changes because the X input plus was read-only. Which happens if you want to road stuff here. That's fine. Okay, let me launch the SSE. Is the SSE version from the source still retail? Yes, it's built like a release. Or built in Visual Studio Code with the release parameters. I can slap this one over here, patch it, and it will be exactly the same. Okay, that's weird though. Wait, why doesn't it launch? It's all here, right? Or maybe I have to rename it? That just open and closes. Let me just rename it, I guess. Or maybe it's just time to go and download the goddamn game again. But I'm pretty sure I have downloaded it. Yeah, but where did I install it? Oh, it's actually in GOG here. Okay, this is there. This is a mostly recent install. Let me just put that in here. This is an up-to-date GOG version. And let's see what happens if I copy the... Excuse me, if I copy this one over here. But not quite. Something's happening. Or maybe I need to execute the v6 first. No, I guess nothing's happening. Let me shut that down quickly. That's the original config here. I got way too many display drivers. Take it. That's which one takes me the highest. Oh, that one maybe. Done something weird with my version of GOG and just to input the bin CD-ROM image and save data folder in the source code folder, so it's taken me a bit to retrace my steps. I remember wrong, SSE is not debug. Yeah, the SSE is the retail version. The one you're gonna launch is the without SSE. Because if I go and move this into another one, that has the debug stuff. Yeah. So what you did is you say you put bin CD-ROM and save data folder over there. So I can do this. And in the source code folder. The folder code source in MGS2X. Sure. Hey, I can copy things over all day long. And tells me fair to access bin MGS2.ini. Which I think it needs to be moved one higher. Like in here. Which does make sense. Like, why does it go one folder above the source right in there? Yeah. Yep. And it still gives me the black screen because probably, you know, missing the sound fix. I mean, that's all right. maybe there's something different about the CD-ROM image data. I don't expect it. It should be exactly like the disk installer. Which, before anyone says something, got that shit right here. And I also have that's a copy of this one. I have a physical copy. Then I needed to use Alchemy. Try copy pasting the INF from the other install. Small box version. Yeah, I have only this. I only got the DVD case here for PC and the small one, dual case. But at least I got an actual like big box for Metal Gear 1. So yeah. I don't know. Is there even a big box one for MGS2? That would be nice. Is it possible to carry this camera mod into the VR missions? Actually, that's a good question. Before I do that, give me. I think it was just the sound, right? This and that. Okay, at least it loads the game. That's fine. I'm going to check out the VR mission in just a second. Oh yeah, it doesn't find that, but it's fine. I can just load a new game plant here just for fun. Finding info about the physical PC version is like non-existent. Yeah, that's unfortunate, right? Okay, so after this cutscene, if it doesn't glitch, maybe there's something different about the GOG thing versus the disk things. Let's see. It still crashes! Ah! Maybe there's something within that audio fix that is wrong. Why exactly on this one docs level does work? I don't know. What does code leak breakthrough allow for custom-made animations? You guys have so insanely detailed questions, and I love that. But at the same time, it's really hard to know, right? On the one hand, it maybe allows for that. Maybe it is a 50 series issue. Who knows? Fuck, maybe. I don't know. I know Marlin 8, another glitch hunter, does also not have that issue. I have a 3080 here. I could just swap them out. I'd rather not. You can imagine why. Wait, special, not special. Oh, actually. Fuck it. Let's try boss survival. I don't know. I don't know if the camera works there.
Ready?
Yo, it works here too. That's amazing. You can do boss survival with the subsistence style camera. I missed it. I missed her again. He's my darling. I missed her all the time. Fuck. I think I took too long. Yeah, I missed it too long. Well, that's fine. You can use the BPS camera here. The Blue Point subsistence camera.
We've shared everything.
Yeah, I'm missing a shot here.
I have no.
Ready?
Again, will this allow for custom-made animations? I don't know. Come on, get over. I think there's still the extra free ones, right?
Ready? Go!
Oh, yeah. Say what you want, but I'm unequipped. Well, that explains a lot of my issues. Subsistence that camera. Why am I looking at his butt? Subsistence that camera helps a lot tracking down Fatman. That is a huge help here. Oh, I have a feeling if hang on.
Ready? Go!
Oh my god! Why am I constantly looking at his butt? Bear. That's not good. That's not good. Nice shot. Oh my god, there he is. Where is he going? Bingo. Okay, great. And this camera changes everything for the worse.
I'll let you go out in style! What the? Right, catch!
Oh, yeah, this is weird.
Right, I'll take care of it. Damn! What the?
Hey man, I just checked the disk version. Set compatibility to Windows 98 it works in docks. Not working again, weird. So you tried it with that compatibility and then it doesn't. Yeah. I can try it in a second there. How many? We'll have 5? I need 6 for him, so I... Yeah. We're gonna do the non-lethal EOX way, I guess. Hey, it's my boy. Who could hate such a face? Not me. I love him. He's my boy. I wasted. I was too far away. I need to be like inside of him. I mean, inside of his hitbox. Let me just look at that again. Hey, you remember what day it is to me?
Yeah.
That is a fantastic camera.
Yeah.
Coming down here? There. Try again here. God, this is awkward. Yeah, really weird.
Right.
Ready?
Do I have to kill them on boss survivor, right? Oh, that's not good. Yeah, I can't glitch out like I can do in thingy. Wait, there's a ration. I've never done boss survival, let's be honest here. Can I even? I don't think I can do this here. Okay, why you do this? Yeah, it doesn't do anything. There's nothing to load behind there, that makes sense. Oh, okay.
Ready?
Where the hell am I? Oh my god! Actually, yeah. What the fuck? He's gone. There we go. That should be. Ammo management is insane.
Ready?
I'm on a fairly fresh Windows 11 install GTX 2060. I salute that graphic card. How do I put this? Shit, I can't remember the word right now. Oh, I'm sorry. I salute that GTX 2060 still being in service. That is kudos. Damn you.
What's wrong with you?
All right, so sir. Get the F away from me. What? Oh, that was too early. Man. I guess we go here.
This is where it gets interesting.
I picked up a 𝐇𝐚𝐮 V not that long ago to play again with CUDA stuff. Ooh. Well, what year was the 𝐇𝐚𝐮 V again? I remember when the 𝐇𝐚𝐮s came out back then. That's fun. Would be fun to have an actual 𝐇𝐚𝐮 card with like what 16 GB of VRAM. Stabby, stabby. There we go. Whatever. 2016, 2017? Nice. Terrible. Okay, hands up, like completely something else. Anyone hyped for Medical Ghost Babel or Medical sort of for the Game Boy Color coming with Master Collection Volume 2? I love it. Such a good game, and I hope that a lot more people will, pick it up All right, we just did the necessary VR levels. Does the debug menu work here? In Master Collection? No, I don't think so. Was it Sneaking 6? I don't know which one it was again. Or Sneaking 8. Just waiting for acid? There. Oh yeah, that's that level, right? I mean, is it 8? Sneaking 8, the one that we usually do to improve our movement? Yeah, this is Master Collection right now. No, that's also 9. Okay, it must be 7 then, right? One of them. Sneaking 7? That's it. How do we do stuff? Which one was it? Was it Tuxedo? Sorry guys, I'm looking for a specific level that I'm going to want to do. Just fun. Although I think I already answered the question like, hey, is this working with VR missions? I don't think so. Was it Tuxedo? Freaking Tuxedo 7? Let me see. No. Then it has to be MGS1, right? Right, I did check if it works in VR missions. It does indeed work. Oh, maybe then I just pressed in the right stick. I don't want to share wrong information, of course. Was it where we can just walk most of it? So I'm pressing right stick in here. I don't get the subsistence side camera.
I'm under attack. Stay alert.
Yeah, okay. That is the level though. So speedrunners usually get recommended to grind this level out. MGS1 Sneaking 7, because it's all movement. You just have to make it to the end goal with enough time there. There's a timer running. If you beat the timer, you got good movement. And I got terrible movement, as we can tell.
I'm under attack. Stay alert.
I'm referring to the debug menu in case I'm not paying attention again. Okay, you're not paying attention because I'm still in Master Collection right now. Retail version. It's all good. We figured it out. This is Master Collection, not Substance. I'm 99% sure because there is definitely in VR missions extra menu in the debug menu. Like, what it would be really nice if we had a debug menu here in Master Collection PC. That will basically solve all my problems because I just want to see how the game plays and what it does under the hood, you know. All right, let me quickly leave here and then I'm gonna boot up again. Substance. All this game hopping here. You say just. Well, that's it. That's the source. Right click. Let's see. Security now. Oh, I'm the wrong thing here. Properties, compatibility. Windows 98. Let's apply this here. See. I guess I couldn't go here. Since it's actually running 4x3. Gotta move the saves in there. So I'm running Windows 98 compatibility. Still crashing. Nope. No chance. Oh, man. All right. I'm going to put the debug thing to the side. I don't know why on the docs level it crashes for me. It may be literally a GTX or RTX 50 series issue. I don't know. I'm going to do an actual debug playthrough tomorrow. We're just going to skip the docs. I will have saves pre-made so we can, as much as we can, you know, play the game through. We can take a look at behind the scenes, check out some debug stuff. But yeah. Let me go back finally for the final time now to the Master Collection version and the Bluepoint Subsistence camera, right? But I also need like a short, like 3-minute break. And then I'll be right back. Let me do this finally. All right, we're back. Like I said, let's stop here with the playing around. I think it's time to actually sit down and do a full playthrough here with the Bluepoint Subsistence camera, I'd like to call it. When you can pause, press left trigger and Y. I can also get a stage selector. Ooh, that's nice. That is new, actually. That is in the debug 𝐸𝐿2 exe. Alright, okay, I gotta try that one out quickly. He said, saying, yeah, I gotta stop doing this now. I gotta do something else. I'm gonna do that real quick. Real quick, though. Okay, sneak preview for what I want to do tomorrow. So this is the debug menu as you have it here. All the good stuff. That's a ceiling, you know, like view cones here, like on EUX, which is insane. Glad to see this whole game. Yeah, we're gonna do a whole game with the Subsistence side camera in just a second. I'm just gonna confirm something here. So left trigger A. Oh my god. 𝐸𝐿𝐭𝐞𝐬𝐭, you're a genius. Oh, left trigger Y goes all the way back, like a soft reset. Oh, and if you, okay. And if you replace the main scenario with the debug scenario, you can load everything in like that. Oh. Lovely. I have to put this quickly. That was not what I wanted to press. Because I'm writing currently where is it? Where is my window? There. I'm currently writing sort of a documentary or documentation. Sorry, that's the right word. Documentation for the debug menu. And that info actually is worth gold. Let me see. Debug menu. Like quick. Yeah. Makes sense that it's under debug menu there. So start, then LT plus A for level reload. Start, then LT plus Y for game reset. Place debug. Thank you. Yeah, I'm just gonna, I mean, I can give you guys a sneak peek if you want. Like no secrets here, right? So this is my little server here that I host, and I have like all sorts of like information here, stuff that I copied over from documentary of or document of 𝐸𝐿2, and different notes like what they do, what these options do, what they stand for. What I find quite interesting is the think value from guards and all that, and I'm still not done with it, but there's already some cool stuff, so that's what we're going to take a look at tomorrow. And yeah, Technomico multiplayer, Solid Snake 11. Yep. For sure. All right, let me close it down now and finally open the mask collection. But yeah, this is one info that actually was something Marlon and I were threatening around. What are you ultimately hoping comes out of this code leak house? What would you like to see? I mean, I already get so much with the upcoming changes in HDFix. Now we're actually getting into the real meta stuff. I already have sent in a feature request so we can change the IGT so that it does not count loads. To very briefly explain it, PC Substance version is based on the original Xbox version, and the Xbox version counts IGT different. It really just counts what you do during a level. If you load between the level, it does not count that towards the IGT. It pauses the IGT timer. And I wish that would be something that we could get here for the PC Master Collection, because that would mean we would not necessarily need the load remover anymore from Knife Split. You know? The video on August action was interesting. Yeah. There's so much cool stuff that we found already. Like, my personal take is I want to know as much as I can about the game. And as a speedrunner, I already get a lot out of the source code by just being able to look behind the curtain and see in the code what's happening there. I found out, for example, why we can use Pentest Streak. If you don't remember, Pentest Streak is where we can eat like 100 of Dias. We then either kill Emma or kill Raiden. We go back to the main menu, we don't continue, and that Pentest value is still active. It does not get reset. And there's a single file, gameheader.h, where it's actually commented out, where it says diazepam counter equals 0. That one line allows us to basically eat 100 Dias, start a new game, and just have, for the rest of the run, the whole anti-shake effect active. It was really fun. Does the IGT still count loads for regular HD edition? It does. I think it's basically PlayStation 2 Sons of Liberty comes out, so US. Really weird IGT. Most likely doesn't count cutscenes. For some reason. Then Sons of Liberty comes to Japan, everything counts towards the IGT, and it only pauses when you pause the game. But like loads, slowdowns, everything counts. Then Metal Gear Solid 2 Substance releases on Xbox, and slowdowns are actually slowing down the IGT, which is great. If you have low performance, you don't, suffer longer times. And as well, if you load long into a level, it also pauses the IGT, which to me is the perfect IGT for this game at least. Then it goes back to PS2 Substance, and then everything counts again towards the IGT. For some reason, they took out that when you load a level, it pauses the IGT, which is really sad. And then that same principle gets taken over to HD. So this is not a thing BP broke. No, this is what Konami did when they ported Substance over back to PS2, I think. And for some reason, that change then stuck around in HD. I don't think this is Bluepoint, I think this is actually Konami, KC Japan. When they ported Substance from Xbox back to PS2. As far as I understand. Because that's when it shows up again. Right. Anyway. It's been so long since I started the stream. Jeez, we're only almost going for 2 hours here. Let me just go one last time back. We're gonna run another tanker normal and then continue onwards as well for plant with the Bluepoint Subsistence camera. I'm gonna do this on normal. Okay, I'm not gonna go crazy right away in European Extreme because, again, if you've not been here in the earlier part of the stream, this camera from a speedrun standpoint is weird. It messes with my muscle memory, and I will eventually run into situations where I hold the stick already where I know I want to go, but you can't go there. Because, again, in smaller zones, the camera changes back to the native or static camera, I want to call it. But yeah, let's see. Let's just go for you. So again, I set it currently. This is a preview for HDFix 3.10. It's not out yet, but you can set it however you want. Damn it, that was too slow already. And you can set it how you want. I set it to right stick in, because I don't use right stick press. I have no idea how solid this will be fought. We'll see.
Freeze.
Like, if you don't try to play it like over the shoulder, where most people would turn it with you, if you play it like I do, still keep it static, I guess then it's fine. But yeah, you can really easily tell when a camera changes to static and where it doesn't. You'd think the big mess hall, the camera would be subsistence mode if it lets you, but no, it goes also static. Really weird. And in this room it's also static. It's not subsistence. Yeah, this will not work.
I've been with the unit since I was born.
Yeah, you can toggle it anytime in R3, but of course it will only show in those zones where it's defined as possible. Again, there are zones where the game is permanently stuck to static. So in this fight, yeah, I play this fight FPV, you can't even tell, but in this fight it works.
Nothing else matters to me.
Right. Okay, she will run forward now, but you can see how it works here. Not that it really changes the thing for me, like from a speedrun standpoint. Because literally as a speedrunner, you go forward to the box and you just stay in FPV, like, it doesn't change anything for me. Again, this is cool. You know, here in this view, and especially when there's like an arrow to view something, not like a small room. That's really cool when you see it. And again, yeah, you can change it anytime you want with R3. You can change even the hotkey that it's bound to. I set it to R3. Again, you can set it to anything else. If you play with mouse and keyboard, you can set it to a mouse input if you want. Again, here's the whack thing. If you go over this ledge, static. Immediately back down to normal. It's only during this transition where the camera's like, all right, we go static. Okay. I guess why not? It's really fun. All right, I forgot to make a magazine here. I got a mag. Pretty quick here. It's fine. Again, especially in tank, I feel like there's no point at all to switch here. I think in plant it's actually more useful. It's fun though when you peek behind the curtains there. There we go. Yeah, it's probably exactly what you said. Bound to the hitbox on the waistline. Because what we'll check out tomorrow when we do the debug playthrough, yeah, the hitbox is actually around his waist. Same for Snake and for Raiden. It's really weird.
Arizona Bridge checkpoint passed. All non-essential personnel.
And in this level I could change the camera, but there's really no reason to.
Commandant. You are ordered to continue manning your post until that time.
It's not very refined or clean like MG3, and I think that's exactly why Kojima in the end was like, you know what? Nah, let's not. Oh my god. You saw for a second how the camera changed to a weird angle where I was not prepared for it to hold. This is probably great if you play it really slow and you take your time, but if you're a speedrunner, you wanna be fast. Not like this. It's yeah. It's an experience. MG3 also like really lends itself to this camera because MG3 is a big forest. Oh shit, I got a hard shot on him. I think again in plant it will be easier to tell why there's a benefit to it. But even in plant, there's certain rooms where you think, this room is big enough. Why don't I have the subsistence camera there? I was like, yeah, well. Something that's important for speedrunners here, unlike SOS mod, the camera does not change when you go on the ladder here. So if you just do the regular ladder glitch like we do here, it's still the same inputs. It looks different, but it's, you know, still the same.
that exist all over the world are no longer a threat. The blind rush to nuclear proliferation will be contained.
I'm gonna take these guys out here.
Marine Corps and our ray that will accomplish this.
Damn it! Why did I hit his arm there?
Snake! Snake!
PC port from source code when? Okay, Devil David. This is technically the export of the leak. The version that we got from this leak is, you know, attributed to be like the Vita version. But it's just the Blue Point version. And you can set it to export for Windows. And that's what we play in the Master Collection. With some smaller stuff changed. Right? And the original MGS2 that's also in this leak, that's what we know as PC Substance. So you can also still play that. You can't buy it anymore on GOG. You got to find, like, you know, oh, sorry, you got to find this ISO or the disc. You know what? That's basically it. That is the PC version. So you don't necessarily need the leak to get the PC version. Ah, I see. You want it for the good mouse controls. That doesn't exist. The game was never made to be worked with mouse and keyboard like that, and even the actual, you know, export in there is still made for controller inputs. It was never done for that. So you have to make it basically from scratch. And that's, I think, an entirely different task. Alright, hopefully this time I don't hit this guy's shoulder. I'm gonna leave you. Why are you freezing? Can I hold you up now?
The blind rush to nuclear proliferation will be contained, and it will be the Marine Corps and our
yeah. I'm gonna take it. Bite easy here.
At the moment, every industrialized nation on the globe knows the specifications.
That's a shame. Yeah. If there would be, again, I'd totally be down with it if there was like real mouse and keyboard controls. I've never tried it on MGS3, but at least MGS3 sort of leans itself to it, just because also the areas are designed to be bigger, you know, a little bit more like for this type of input. Then again, if you go through this game here and you see how the BPS works, the Blue Point Subsistence camera, I don't know, dude. It's really weird. Okay, this is gonna be a challenge here.
Freeze. Freeze. The opposition from the Navy is...
Damn it. That was taking too long there. Timing was all totally off. Hey, real mouse keyboard input would be cool, but then again, I think the game would just break. It's a little bit weird. You gotta hurry up here. Hold up in the sky. This is where the camera absolutely screws you over. I don't like the camera here. If I do this with static camera, I would know exactly where I need to go and stuff like that. But ugh, this is, yeah.
Freeze. Freeze.
I pressed in the left stick. Why didn't he shoot? Why did he shoot?
Snake, what's wrong? Snake! Snake!
Oh my god. The game was really designed for PC pressure sensitive controller. Correct. You can see it in the input code.
Freeze.
Okay. How does this work?
Snake,
I swear it's the same as PC Substance, where you press in left stick, you let go of square, and he will lower his gun, right? Nani?
They are all working on deploying their own Metal Gear Force to compete with the U.S.
Oh, wait, yeah, okay. It's not like PC Substance. In PC Substance, you gotta hold the stick down, let go of square, and then he lowers his gun. Here, you press in the stick to make it work. So I just have to press in the stick to lower the gun. Ah! See, this is how long it was since I last played Master Collection version.
Freeze. Freeze.
Yeah, okay. Gosh. Here's the thing, us speedrunners, we are like 95% only playing the old PC Substance version. It just works, you know?
Freeze. Freeze.
There you go. Ah, this hotel mechanic is weird. The first person aiming is absolutely dog on mouse keyboard in MG3. That's unfortunate. Okay, watch out, speedrunners. This zone here is static camera. And if you turn around and think you can do the regular camera, you're wrong. You will run into one of these guards.
Submarine and air background.
It's really just the outer areas. I don't know why it's defined only for these outer areas to be like this.
A major player. But this project is vital to the Marine Corps. The enemy is sometimes closer to home than you think, gentlemen.
Oh, it's cool though.
Always bear that in mind.
You can actually freely look around here. You don't need to look in first-person view.
Metal Gear's obsolete. Nations building up their own Metal Gear force will think twice about their nuclear strategy in the light of...
With the source code, I feel like the game can be completely remixed like it has been done with Mario 64 post-decom. Like online multiplayer and stuff. There are worlds between the complexity of Super Mario 64 and how well understood that game is.
So,
And Metal Gear Solid 2 and how well this game is understood right now. I'm not saying it's a question of if. It's a question of when, and especially how much time it would take. Because I'm pretty sure if Super Mario 64, they were done with the decompilation, they already know what was happening there, and new people could be onboarded and had already an idea how the game works, right? With this, we're just like, here it is. And we're like, oh, well, okay, let's get to studying. So while I hope this is all coming, I don't know how long will it be until this comes out, right? That's the question. That's a big issue. Besides the set camera in places, it's exactly like SOS. That's what I'm trying to find out. I don't know how the sword input will be handled in Plant and Solidus. So, you know, maybe. There's also things like in HD/MC where you have to hold the right stick forward to spray the coolant. And that absolutely ruins the subsistence camera. In SOS mod, you don't have that issue. In SOS mod, you press square to spray with the coolant. But because here in Plant, with the coolant spray, you hold right stick forward, and when you have this camera, this happens. You look at Raiden's butt. And I hope there's a way how we can circumvent that. I'm going to definitely report that back to HDFix. Hopefully we can change that when you're in coolant, press right stick forward, that it also changes subsistence camera. That would be not good. That's not fun. Isn't there also the legal issue of custom releases from the source code leak? I mean, that's always a big issue anyway, right? A decompilation is just the best effort of guessing how the game works and recreating it, right? So that, I think, as a non-lawyer, would be safe from it. But if you were to take the literal source code and base that as the root of your custom game, I think that then is a copyright violation. Thing is, though, I mean, that's what they did with Claude, right? The Claude source code lead, they put it into LLM1. The LLM1 told LLM2 how it works, and then the LLM2 rebuilt it. And that's not a copyright violation because LLMs can't, those works can't be copyrighted. So at the end of the day, why does copyright matter? It only matters when you're rich and you can sue people for that. For people like us, it's just a big no-no. So it's really hard to tell how this affects us. Telling you. I don't know where am I going.
Right.
I just want that ration, please. Please, sir. May I have a ration?
I'm under enemy fire. Secure the perimeter.
Not bad. Okay, this is fun. When the camera is here like this, it changes down. So I can hold down. Okay. This is not great. If you're here and you hold down, you just walk out again. Okay. All right. That happened. If you're assuming disgruntled blue point stuff, member like this, we might get the source code to shed off the Colossus, fingers crossed. That would be great. However, there's Sony behind this. I don't know. That is definitely a giant fight I don't want to have.
Right.
Iron remaging? Hell yeah. Again, here, Plant, I think there's a much better showcase for the Bluepoint Subsistence camera. And again, I keep calling it that because it's not the SOS camera. There's like very decisive differences. Like this room here, I press right stick in. This room here, this whole zone is defined as non-BPS. I don't know why, but you know. I would have thought this room would be BPS working. I have a feeling when it comes to who leaked this, right? The most likely answer probably will be someone just found a computer from that office and IT was just not there to, you know, clean and scrub all the disk drives. Like I worked like a long time ago. I was friends with someone who worked with a lawyer's office and they were replacing PCs and they literally had to take out the HDDs. Like they were not even trusted to resell. They were trusted to resell the old PCs they used there. And I got like $20, which is great. It was like a temporary secondary computer that I used as a home server, as a beginner. $20 for a full system just without drives. Take it, right? Especially in the early 2010s. But because it was a lawyer's office, they were still required to take out the HDD and literally destroy it. You could not resell it because cleaning, scrubbing, it was not enough. And somewhere there at Amateur probably had someone who bought the PC and they did not clean the disk drives. And that's just human error. And then someone's like, hang on a second. I think somebody might this. And they put it up on Pixabay, right? And that's how the leak happens. At least that's what I think is the most likely situation. This camera makes it easier, right? Johan, I would love to tell you yes, but I'm a person that spent 5 years optimizing the gameplay for me so I can get through this as quickly as possible with the static camera or like old camera. And this new camera throws me over the rating. It's absolutely not helping me. I assume from a casual standpoint, it will be helpful. Absolutely. But I'm so optimized in knowing exactly where I need to go and what I need to do. That's not me. It definitely makes it cooler with this cam, for sure. Last time I had to deal with it, I was legally required to draw the HDDs out before disposing of them. Yes, you see, that's what I'm saying. Some workplaces have defined like an IT security thing. You gotta destroy the hard disk drives. And somebody there at Amateur didn't. Oh, okay, this is weird. Right, I'm in this zone here. There's like this little line here. Once I leave it, boom, subsistence camera. I'm like, oh God. Why? Oh, this is also fun. Because the camera here is bound like this. You cannot peek around the corner as you can with like regular camera. Well, that is a little bit of a trouble. I mean, you can peek around by just looking at that, but yeah. If I go back to regular camera here, lean. Please go away, dude. Push. I got no weapon. I can't do anything. There you go. Once I lean like this, the camera moves fully over and gives me a nice, clean view of the hallway. I mean, in this situation, it's not a problem. But if you go over to strat B inside, yeah, that will be a problem. Oh God, and then it changes the camera angle here again. I work for a stock exchange and they don't say any alt tag whatsoever in case things are even cached. It makes sense as a finance sector, right? Everything that's like legal and finance, I can absolutely understand if people are like, no, we gotta destroy it. Forget about the gold that's inside. Forget about anything, like screw the RAM, this is like DDR3, right? But even that, don't sell it. At best, it can be destroyed and, you know, refurbished, or like, sorry, recycled. Yeah, I understand it. And I guess in the games industry, because there's like everyone does what they think they can do best. Nobody checked it there. So again, like, let us thank the people who didn't do their work properly, I guess, from some standpoint, and that we got this code. Because again, even though we are not, legally allowed to do much with it, we are still able to take a lot from it. And that's why I look also forward to all the changes that HDFix allows us to do. Again, stuff like changing X and O with cancel and confirm. Oh, wait, in this room here, I can use BPS. I would have expected in this room it would be back to static. Anyway, the hostage time Easter egg is back. You can set this even permanently. That's fun. Okay, this room again is static. Okay, this is static. Sorry. Nice, M9 ammo.
It's possible the terrorists will...
That's not the call I want to have. Hang on. I think, where do I have to go? I think I gotta go to the men's bathroom real quick. Where's that Easter egg? You guys gotta understand. Like I said, I've been speedrunning this game for like 5 years. I rarely have a chance to just play around and, have some casual fun with it, so... Let me just... Is that where we get the Easter egg? Call?
Right, and what are you looking at? Oh, I see. Rosemary, could you excuse him for a moment?
Huh?
So he can...
Oh, I get it. Jack,
Go, Pierce, girl.
when you're done, okay?
All right. Good chance to quickly also hydrate. Because every stream where I like yap a lot, I'm going to... Okay. Again, this whole zone system, we're going to take a look at that tomorrow in depth in the debug playthrough. But here, this line, static. Once we're in this hallway, dynamic. I'm like, oh, okay. And depending on where you looked before, it does remember that, right? If I go here, I leave the zone, it's back. And then I go here, it's back like looking at its ass. Which is troublesome. For a playthrough, I want to say. All right. Let's continue actually with the actual bomb diffusal. This room again is static. Wait, there's nobody here yet, right? Oh no, no, normal, I think nobody's here yet. Yeah, this whole area here. I'm pressing up for you to be sure, but this whole area is all static. For whatever reason. So again, if you have trouble here, that camera doesn't help you. But once you're in this hallway, the whole hallway is here again. What was that? It's all like a red flash here. Okay, maybe it was just a weird texture flickering thing. Okay, this is going to be annoying. If you have played the SOS mod for PC Substance, you can just go here like that, hold forward, and then all that. But here in BPS, this actually hurts. You go forward and you turn around because the camera changes, so... I think a way to fix this would maybe be similar to like... which games does it? Some Resident Evil games do it, right? Where technically, the game's just like... It's not your press forward. Sorry. Okay, let me explain it like this. Here, I press down to go down, I go up to go up, like south and north, right? But once I'm in this camera, my south and north are of course flipped because the camera looks this way. So I think in order to have BPS work better in a way, we probably have to make it so when we leave BPS, go back to static camera, the input that we pressed needs to be like held in the sense of, okay, you're in this mode here. When you hold the left stick forward, it should go moving right and forward, no matter which direction. The direction that Raiden is facing, that's the one you should go. Even if you go back to static. Because then this effect happens here when it's really weird. I think the memory thing would need to be dropped and per zone in the positions would need to be done to make the last jank. I mean, the other, yeah, I can also do done. I think, yeah, they should maybe just completely drop the zone thing here. It's cool, hey, but it's cool that we can do it, like how BP originally did it. But I think the inevitable better way would be to completely remove these static zones and let the player decide. Having it consistent across rooms, I think will make it better. Maybe that will be like a third option eventually, where we have like original BPS, a blue point subsistence camera, and like SOS style camera. You know? It's a little bit weird. It's really cool that we can play it this way, but yeah, the inconsistency within the same stage makes it a bit hard to play through, like, well. I love Hideo, don't we all? Yeah, this is weird. Oh, God. Oh, jeez. As a fan mod, I think people would be fine with seeing an out-of-bounds jank as a release prototype. They would rate over the cold. Yeah, that's probably the big issue, right? Kojima inevitably said, scratch that, that's not good enough. And I can see why. So, again, the people from HDFix, if you're listening, if you're watching, my suggestion would be to remove these zones entirely and just keep it the same across all areas. Because then at least, you know, it would be easier to go through. Anyway.
Freeze!
Who is that?
That's fine.
It's the enemy.
We're getting away with a lot of things here. Oh.
Freeze!
Anyway, let me guess. Oh, this whole zone is also not BPS. Awkward. Alright. I mean, again, for me that's fine because I know exactly how to play these rooms like that. Oh boy. It's cool that they tried at all, right? And it's cool that we can get this back again in a playable version. What? The inside here is BPS. What? Oh, this feels wrong. Why? Oh. This is so wrong.
This is...
Ew. Okay, I'm not clowning on it. It's just a weird decision. Again, if this is actually exactly Blue Point's version, I'm like, okay, well, that's an interesting one. Why is the inside there? BPS and the rest is static. Oh, God.
There's somebody there.
All right. Yeah, as assumed, like this one's again static. Oh. I'm missing it by a smidge.
There's somebody there.
Oh my God. That's also weird. Oh, what? Sir?
It's the enemy. I need help.
Fuck it, I'm getting the M9 earlier. This is too jank to not have it. Normally in the normal speedrun we don't have it here. Let me go back and get in again. This zone is static, this one's normal again. I can see how this works. Man, this is all jank. This hallway is static. And the rest is normal. There it is.
Kurt.
Do we have any tips? I'm currently going on my first playthrough of Sons of Liberty on PS2. Which version? You say it's Sons of Liberty, but like which region? Do you play the US version, Sons of Liberty, the Japanese version, or the European version? There's deciding differences there. The American Sons of Liberty release is basically the beta version where a lot of things were not settled. Right? If you only use 2HD and come back to this when you're like, oh god. I would immediately recommend playing Substance instead of Sons of Liberty. And like a lot of jank that the US version has is like gone. Unless you like really want to see that jank. I don't know. Europel. Ah, I see. Okay. Good luck. Once you get to the mashing sequence and you don't have a turbo input, yeah, good luck. This is a very long choking sequence later on. But any tips I can give you is take it slow, take your time. Medical Soul 2, just like any other Medical Soul game, really has all outside of an alert. Always the same routes, always the same guard patterns. And when you enter a zone, you watch them a little bit and you feel like, okay, I know what's going on. You can leave the room, come back in again. They will always behave the same when you come back, right? So that's fun. Play in HD or MC. I can see why people want to play the PS2 version. It's decidedly different. It has the least jank stuff in there. Because we're literally talking about how HDFix needs to exist to, fix stuff that Bluepoint has like done wrong a decade ago. 1.5 decades ago. Oh my god. I like MC because you can aim with auto rifles. And change binding. Okay, in PC then, yeah. Sure. But what if this person only has a PS2 and they really like to blame PS2? I get it. Oh yeah. I need that Claymore for a strat. PS2 60 frames is nothing short of witchcraft. I mean, he plays PAL, so it would be 50. Not to be like that, but actually it would be 50. Oh, well, this whole thing is now going jank. Wow. Yeah, normally you unclick the box and create a card for you for the door here, but I've been shot too much.
Right.
All my strats just don't work because everything's a little bit off with this camera. Oh lord. The mod available on the Nexus. The mod is not out yet.
Jack.
Okay, let me rephrase this. There is a version of this mod out. It's version 3.03. That is out. What I'm previewing here is a test version for 3.10, a future version that's not released yet. Right. Is the HF blade still unusable in this mod? Yes, the HF mod has not been done yet for MC. That was originally done by Solid Snake 11 for the PC Substance version. I think in the comments, if he was asked in the video, he said he could do it. I just don't know what his priority is. Again, Solid Snake 11 right now is very much focusing on restoring historical stuff in the source code, which is like stuff we've only seen in the E3 2001 trailer, which is also cool. But yeah, hopefully in the future then, somebody can make this HF Blade mod working on the PC Master Collection version. It can be done. I'm fairly certain of it. It just has not been done yet. That's what I know. It's a shame MGS2 didn't offer PAL 60 of NTSC mode on European televisions. It was widely available at the time. I know. I played Tekken 5 back in the day, and Tekken 5 already let you switch between 50 and 60 hertz if your TV supported it. Not even the normal blade you get? I mean, what do you mean the normal blade? The HF blade, when you get it in the story, yeah, you can use it there, of course. I've not gone there yet with this camera. I don't know. Maybe this camera is completely jank with that mod. Or maybe, here's what I'm really afraid of, okay? SOS mod figured out how you can use the blade at the same time while having the Subsistence style camera. But maybe, because it's Bluepoint Subsistence camera here, once you get the blade, they completely turn it off, which would be very sad. But I don't know. We'll figure it out. Yeah, that's what I'm playing this version right now for, so I can report back like, hey, maybe we need to change how we use the blade when BPS is active. So I'm like, yeah. We get there when we get there.
Who's there?
I'm still testing and playing it here. Okay, this whole room is static? Why? That would be cool to have in Subsistence camera. Yeah. I can wait for the E3 content to be in a semi-working state. One thing I've always wanted to do was recreate the pre-rendered cutscenes of tanker stuff for better quality cutscenes instead of the upscaled stuff. Oh, that would be so cool, right? I mean, I know 𝐸11C, the fight of Snake versus Fortune, which, you know, basically just exists as a trailer thing. Solid Snake just uploaded a video where it works. It doesn't finish once Fortune goes through, you know, the whole fight. It just continues endlessly. But it can be done. You can play Snake versus Fortune. Will the leak also integrate the PS2 dock for MGS2? Why wasn't it included in the MC? Was it because of the event being mentioned or something? I don't know. I'm just a dude here in Germany playing this lovely little game. I don't know. I would love to have the document in an, you know, HD version. That would be cool. We know Master Collection Volume 2 will get Metal Gear Solid 4's database in a brand new updated version, you know? So I'm looking forward to that. Maybe it does also feature mode, you know? I've actually never looked at MGS4's database myself. But once Volume 2 comes out this August, I will also look at that. It's going to be fun. What does this source code leak mean for modding? Like in general? It makes things so much easier because you can actually look at, okay, I always wanted to fix. Okay, a very easy example. If you always wanted to change how on PS2, you know, X was confirm. Sorry. On PS2, circle is for confirm and X is for cancel, right? With the HD releases, they changed it. So when you press X, it's confirm and circle is to cancel. And now we can literally look at the exact line of code where this is defined. Take that code bit, make a mod for MC and say like, hey, actually change this line back to where it was. And that's actually a thing that is coming in HDFix 3.10. So you can much, much easier, if you know what you want to do, take a look at the source code where it's right there, and then find in the Master Collection version, for example, what do I need to change, and just apply that. Very, very high level explanation here. It's not really that deep. Do you think MC Volume 3 is on the cards? It must be, right? Master Collection Volume 3 has to happen. Oh, sorry. You go up the ladder and then it changes back to Subsistence camera. This is weird. Master Collection Volume 3 has to happen because, I mean, we have not even finished the series yet. So I'm like 99.99% sure. Yeah, Volume 3 will happen. Right. I'm more certain of that than GitHub being available tomorrow with like a single 9. Or even 0 9s of certainty. I'm just saying. I'm gonna take that long way. Oh my god, so many boxes in my face. Watch Volume 3 be a 5 release with poops and we'll never see acid again. That would be so sad. I would love that we have PSP games there. It's already a shame that like they only include like the most recent versions of the games. And that not even in the best way possible. The only redeeming quality we have here is, oh yeah, Peace Walker, okay, but no crossplay. Okay, that's sad. Metal Gear Solid 4, finally even PS3. Like the baseline for MGS4 being a success is like, it just works and it leads to PS3, right? But our standards should be like up here. And we as consumers are most likely still like, oh, finally MGS4 are in the playable version. And that's a shame. And once they release Volume 3 and there will be so much stuff left behind, I would be really sad about that. Like they could even, listen, I'm cheap. They could buy my Volume 3. They could, okay, let me put this. They could get me to buy Volume 3. They literally make like a standard issue PPSSPP, the PSP emulator. Just bundle that in Volume 3, slap on the PSP versions, and let me just play that through Steam. And then I would be like, all right, that's the minimum, but at least, you know, you can purchase it. You can technically play on the PC. And someone is like, hey, thumbs up, here you go. Because, I mean, that's literally what they did with Metal Gear Solid 1. They made some emulator, nobody knows what it is exactly, and you just insert the ISOs for Metal Gear Solid 1. And that's fine. At least you can play it. On PC, there's definitely better ways to play, but you know, we'll take it if you only have a Switch 1, Switch 2, PS5, or Xbox Series. You know? Yeah. Just play Rising Volume 3. Okay, Volume 3 has to be Rising, Ground Zeroes, Phantom Pain. I think that's probably set. I don't think they will make a Volume 4. That would be crazy. But the question is, what will they bundle into Volume 3? And I really hope it will be the PSP games. You know. Needs CTS to even justify them and pray for Mission 51, at least for TTP. Yeah. That would be cool, right? The question really is, at the end of the day, what would they do in order to really make it worth it? Twin Snakes would be great too. Hey, I mean, Nintendo's definitely on board, I guess, because they allowed, you know, MGNES and Snake's Revenge. So, like, there's precedence for Nintendo being like, hey, you can do it. Oh god, how do this in this camera here? Ouch. That hurt me. They need to add things. I mean, yeah. Hey, I'm still happy that the Master Collection version came out with the whole script. Because the script's cool to have. And eventually I sit down with some people in a voice call and we read through the script. Sometime, I don't know when. Well, we'll see. Harry for leaving the cube's exclusivity is enough to justify TTS board. I mean, I guess.
Who is that?
Oh, yeah. The cut content. They should just leak it all, man. Fuck it. Open source that shit. We'll make our own MGS5. Swear to God. I know enough people that are willing to do it. Just give them the code and they go crazy with it. No doubt about it.
Something over there.
Oh, you can fuck off! I'm a little bit slow on everything here today. Volume 2's games are sold separately, I'm pretty sure. I think both are 20 euros individually. Like for me, my Eurozone, right? Like I think the 40 together and then 20 individually. And you get Ghost Babel if you get, you know, both together, which is a little bit of a shame. But, like, you know, I guess. But again, like most, oh my God, Ghost Babel, it's a Game Boy Color game. You can emulate it anywhere. Okay. I'm so low on health. Ah, damn it. This camera's jank. There you go. I don't want to buy MGS again. I mean, that's fair. I got it on every system as well. I'm like, no, I don't want to buy it again.
Over there.
But if they bundle Twin Snakes into it, it's like a bonus. I'm like, well, I guess I have to. You mean Peace Walker? Oh, yeah, I get it. They did take Peace Walker down from the Xbox store, I think. The Peace Walker HD release, I think, is gone. You can download it if you had it before, but I think you can't buy it new again, which is a big shame. I think there was something there. Worked on Core Munich. Alright, just in case. I'm gonna get some extra rations here. Alright, there's some jank stuff happening here. I have Peace Walker HD, but not MGS4. I'm going to MGS4 again. Only PS3, so. That's hard to get on another platform. Triple dipping for the Peace Walker release. Oh my God. Okay, you can put the camera on the water. That's funny. For testing purposes, I have to buy the Volume 2 4 times. Wait, I'm gonna get the Russian real quick. Because, like, you know your boy is going to speedrun all of them on PS5, Xbox, PC, and Nintendo Switch 1 and 2. Because, you know, you gotta know there's, like, one version is faster than another. So we got to test all of them. Imagine 𝐸𝑔📓 running the best on Switch 2, which I don't see that happening ever, but what if? Right? Trying to get where I am in Peace Walker is insane. Yeah. You want to have that for New Game Plus. You want to have a lot of stuff there. on PC, at least we can hack it somehow, right? Cheat engine, but on console, like, oh god. Yeah, I get it. You don't want to do it again. Again, Dub, Twin Snakes will get a re-release since Nintendo funded the development, plus their royal protective games that reference their IPs. Yeah, that's probably the big issue, right? The fact that there's a Mario and the Yoshi figure in there and a GameCube on the table in HAL's or Autocon's lab.
Otherwise, you'll be the one to die.
Oh, crap.
But inside that it's put 𝐸𝑔📓 and Switch 1, but not PS4. I know, right? And here's the thing. There's so many people still on PS4s because they have like no reason at all to go to PS5. And the fact that the PS5 gets more expensive and more expensive over time, if you didn't get it right away, like I did, for example, like
The fires of hell had
when can you get a PS5 for like a reasonable price and something to play on? Master Collection Volume 2 not coming out to PS4 is a big blunder, IMO. I'm just saying it.
My name is Fortune, lucky in war and nothing.
Remove Mario and Yoshi in the GameCube. Yeah, I mean, that would be the easy answer, right? Would still be a chain, but yeah. Just put some geckos there.
Kill me, please.
Gecko, Keratin, and I don't know. Okay, in this camera, this fight goes crazy. There's a certain dance we do, like a very specific dance speedrunners do to get optimal destruction here. I don't know if I can even do it here. Yeah, I think we can. Yeah, if they release Twin Snakes, they'll just remove it, I guess. They could do a funny in a different characters like platform. I'm still amazed. On Xbox, we have Snake vs. Bomberman. That is an exclusive Master Collection thing, and it actually rules. And it's a big shame we don't have it on all platforms. Because honest to God, Snake vs. Bomberman is just as much fun as Snake vs. Monkey. I mean, I'm glad we have it at all. Like, let me be clear. We have not had it on HD. We finally have it back again. Thank God. But yeah.
Right.
Sorry, it is in Delta. It's not in HD, it's not in MC, it's in Delta. My sincere apologies for confusing that right now. Too many game versions. Too many versions of the same goddamn game. Snake vs. Monkey and Snake vs. Bomberman are in Delta, right? Yeah, I'm sorry, I got it wrong.
I'll take over, Queen.
Surprised nobody modded it into Steam yet. Yeah, that would be
Man is out of control.
hopefully not that hard to be doing.
Actually try to destroy this place.
Yes, this could unravel everything we've planned.
But why?
I'm glad I picked up my PS5 when it came out. The price for just the system is almost the same as what I paid for the bundle I got. Damn, that's crazy.
He's completely lost.
I haven't gotten played yet. Oh.
And with it is
Yeah, they're both fun game modes. It was fun figuring out, you know, Snake vs. Bomberman in Delta. Yeah. You can tell again, like, 3 is not my favorite game. Like, shocking. How's this doesn't like 𝐸𝑔📓? That's not right. I just like 𝐸𝑔2 so much more than 3 that since this league is out, I forget most of 𝐸𝑔3.
then he's all mine.
Sorry. Seems more fun than Snake vs. Monkey because you got to dodge. Yeah, exactly. There's certain, you know, W and just to enjoy. There's certain strats you can do in Snake vs. Bomberman in order to get high times. It's a lot of fun. For sure. Anyway, where was I? Oh yeah, we're gonna meet a certain fat man. I mean, you already met me, but we're gonna meet the fat man. My father. Alright, I'm gonna stop talking now. Nice damage cancel, I'll take it. If Delta was gonna be a proper remake, it should have used Fox Edge instead of porting thingy. Row. Yeah, this whole Unreal wrapper, it's basically the same thing. It's basically the same thing as Bluepoint's HD version, right? Because Bluepoint just wrapped their own engine around the source code of MGS2 and, you know, called that an HD version. And Delta basically does the same thing. It's just an Unreal wrapper wrapping around the source code of MGS3, it seems. As far as I understood, at least.
Freeze. I'm under attack. Stay alert.
Leave speedrunning Delta like a psycho-optimist to Dan. Yeah, I do. Delta was fun for like the first month, and then I was like, all right, I'm done with this. Let's just yeet it away. There's not much there for me. I 100%ed it on all 3 platforms that I have it on, so I was like, you know what? I'm not going to speedrun this. I did speedrun some of it. I really enjoyed the glitch hunting. The glitch hunting was amazing. It was so much fun to be there right when we found new stuff. But after that, I was just done with Delta, you know? And I feel like a lot of people are in the same boat there. I could do a hybrid like the Halo remake. Oh, I mean, I don't think that's the idea. It's cool that you can swap back and forth between the 2 versions. But for gameplay purposes, this apparently does bring a lot of issues. I'm not sure if this would be a good idea. Okay, okay, this famine chase now would be much easier. Yeah, okay, that is so much easier. This will help a lot for people on Euro and Extreme. This is so much easier with this camera to find Fat Man. Not gonna lie, I only bought Delta just to show there's demand for more MGS. Sammy, you're my hero. Did I tell you ever this? You're my hero. This is what heroes do. I don't think you understand what I meant. I mean, it doesn't matter. Yeah, this camera is so much better for Famine. That is 100% true. It makes this fight very easy. There's a lot of things where things are not that good, but yeah, that thing is definitely good for that. Duckhack. The fact that when I spray the coolant and the camera changes to his butt, that is such a nuisance. I hope we can fix this somehow. Like, maybe the camera gets like locked when we are in the coolant spray or something. That is really annoying. Can't remember if I double dip for Delta on PC. Well, we'll see. You bought the Microsoft Store version? Haven't opened it yet? Damn. That's crazy. What do I need? I think... yeah, like that. Yeah, just gotta remember the stats quickly we do for normal. Yeah, it's crazy, right? Sub 50 in Delta? It's crazy. And sub 40 for the 80%, right? It's cool that someone does it. I highly respect him for doing that at all. Damn it. I'm not on VE. let me just die. We're playing normal, not very easy.
Right.
I have like probably 2,000 hours in very easy alone, and I always, every time I don't play very easy, I gotta remind myself, oh, gotta go to F. Whoops, my bad. Let me go here and go up right. I mean, that works fine. Some deep bed movement there. Got a lot there, there you go. Dance obsessed with Delta? Oh, at least someone is. Oh god, where do I go? Oh yeah, my timings. Oh god, I mean, it's normal, it's not that critical. There's not even a guy here to spot us. If I was on Yora, I'd be dead. So dead. Yeah, I'm gonna go here. I'm playing this game so much in the stream. Let's go! Good luck, have fun. Right now I got the AK. Now I can go. I gotta turn the camera around. It's a little bit obnoxious when it always goes like dip it down, dip it down. Speedrunners always choose very easy because that's the fastest, you know, run. I like European Extreme, both in MGS2 and MGS3. But it's slow. It's a cool challenge, it's a cool level, and there's cool strats for it, for both 3 and 2. But it's also a little bit slower. And I don't know, as a speedrunner, I wanna go fast. So that's why I always, you know, do very easy. Okay, this room's not Subsistence. Okay, as we go here. Subsistence camera. Oh, yeah. This hallway is not Subsistence. Oh my god. Swear to god, if I was actually trying to speedrun this, I'd never touch the right stick. Never. Unless I need to reset it because I just used the cooler, but oh my god, this is so weird. It's so weird. It really messes with you how it changes back and forth. Anyways. Doing everything with the easy gun sounds boring though. I mean, okay. Fun. You gotta understand. It's not about excitement, it's about being fast. If you want to have excitement, yeah, play normal difficulty or high difficulties even. I get that. But if you're not speedrunning yourself, all you can just say is something what you do. And what you say about yourself is never wrong. You know, it makes sense. I chose here today normal, because if I fail, at least it's gonna be fun, right? If I use normal here, at least there's something happening. If I was to play very easy here, that'd be like no fun at all. Because that would be just too easy. And I think stuff changes at least when you go on higher difficulties with this camera. So that's why I chose normal today, but not higher than normal. Because again, if I was to play Euro on this camera, being so much not used to it, I would think, okay, like, I gotta relearn the whole game from scratch. Normal MGS3 mentioned, I tell you, dude, I gotta come back to 3, both European Extreme, but also normal. Because MGS3 normal is also worth a shot from a speedrun standpoint. Sammy says, I did get Delta on PC, I've never even booted it. Oh lord. Hey, it's Unreal Engine, you gotta at least mod it. You know, play with some mods and Delta. Okay, this whole room, let me be making sure that I'm not wrong here. There's aims. Yeah, this whole room is not Subsistence camera. Whole area. How much harder is hard? For which category? Sorry, which game? I think MGS2 hard is a nice mix between normal and extreme. There's a lot of things you gotta do like extreme, then there's a lot of sequences you gotta do just like normal. So MGS2 hard is like a nice mixture. MGS3 hard, I don't know. Again, easy difficulty and hard for MGS2 are just in between stuff. Easy in MGS2 is like baby normal with some small changes, but not many.
It's the enemy. I need help.
Well, GG. Dude, this is the kind of fuck up I was talking about. Oh, brother. Not even enough time here. Let me just... Yeah, normally there's a certain strat that we do here. There you go. That's fine. I think it doesn't matter if we're on evasion or on caution here. Hard just face easily the most odd guards in weird spots. Oh, I see. Oh wait, it does matter if you're on caution or on evasion here. Ah, I see. Alright. Well, whatever. Oh my god. Just trying to get out of your bed! Okay, so it does matter that we're in caution. Evasion doesn't work.
Right.
Whatever. I almost got Foxhound on it. Oh, 𝐸𝐮𝟓 is easy in every difficulty except Euro. Like from a casual standpoint, or if you want to be fast? I think that distinction matters. Oh, there's a camera there. Wait. In that hallway on normal Substance, I'm pretty sure there's a camera top right corner and then halfway down there. Something ain't right there. Then let me just check something out real quick. I gotta see this for myself quickly. For you, alright. There's no camera there. Is that an MC change or HD change? Because I'm like 99% sure there's a camera there on normal. On Substance. Do I have no more saves here? Oh, I think I'm at limit for saves. Ah, that's fine. Excuse me. Camera system makes the game so easy. I mean, yeah, if you take your time, you're slow, like, yeah, then European Extreme is the only thing that's really fun. I get that, yeah. I think it's both ends of the hall. No. Let me refer to a normal difficulty speedrun. Maybe I'm misremembering, because I'm always taking the same line here. So let's go normal here. Fuck it. This PB from 3 years ago. You want to see Fat House Test? Here's Fat House Test. Woof. Doesn't matter though. You did a good time there. So let's not judge his character. Let's not judge his outside. Let's judge his speedrun. And I'm pretty sure. If there's the control. I'm pretty sure there is a camera in the hallway there. We can find the right timing there. Where is it again? Okay, here's 𝐸𝐮. That's when we leave. Let me check this out real quick. Oh, yeah, okay. Okay, then I think I'm just, having conflicting memories. Because I think on hard, there's definitely a camera here. I guess on normal it isn't. However, on normal, we still have to go down this hallway here at this wall to not get spotted by this camera. And we have to move over to the right, so we can hold up this guy on the right here. Oh no, what do we do? We hold up this guy here and then copy through this guy. So this is the strategy we do here. Hold up this guy, copy through him so we don't get an alert, and then we can go through there. And it's the exact same thing we do on Extreme as well. And we don't have a super handheld, non-lethal sniper rifle, pocket sniper. Yeah, that's when we can some equipment equip. True, there's a lot of things 3 has as a system, for sure. Wait, I was gonna say I'm not on the new camera. Gotta pay my subsistence tax here, playing in the subsistence camera. Can I remember? We do box AK. Oh, where are we going? Oh my god! Camera change to anything but something that's useful. Oh, okay. No, this constant changing back and forth in the same line is stupid. Oh god, it's so annoying. Here it's back to static. Normal. So this whole outer ring is like BPS, and once you go up there, it's static. Once you go around the corner, it's BPS again. It's not even the same hallway, it feels like. Jesus. Oh, this is whack. Yeah, like, ideally we can fix this to be like just consistent across all rooms. Just basically remove the static camera, or give us an option to have like the BPS way, the blue point subsistence camera way, and the SOS way where it's like fully SOS the whole time. I would feel better with a full SOS camera time. Good. No, I haven't. It's all good. Good shout. Sometimes when you stream and you talk a lot to demonstrate something instead of just doing, 100% focused speedrun, I tend to forget things. But yeah, I did get it. Good shout. Also, you say PSGST, like the tranquilizer version, but what do you need that for? Yeah, that's way too slow. This needs to be sped up. There we go. It's because I forgot once and remembered when it was too late. Okay, fair. The good thing here is, I think in Subsistence camera, we can just hold forward. The EM escalator. Yeah, funny. You play non-lethal, I play my lethal ways. It's fine. I get what you want from me. I missed it, it's fine. You don't need PSG-1T. Adjust quickly. There you go. Should be done. Yeah, we should be low enough. Come on. You're low enough on health, I'm pretty sure. There it is. Finally, jeez. Ah, too slow. All right, I think I canceled the camera too early. That's an issue. There? Oh, he's back there. Okay, this is where the subsistence camera did nothing for me. I got the ammo here. There we go. Take this. What the? Oh, lethal, just make sure to go ham on the tangles. That's if you got the M4. You don't need the M4, you just use the AK. We get enough ammo for the AK coming up, and then we don't need the M4. That's fine. Okay, can I do this? First try? Nope. I always misjudge the distance here. It's terrible. In SOS and this camera here, doesn't matter. I need that static camera to know when I can jump off. Jesus. There you go. Second time. Oh, here you go. Hey, Japanese ringtone works. I love it. M4 is way, way stronger. Yeah, but it's slow falling. You gotta understand that we're doing speed strats. We're doing fast things. Yeah, it's great that we have the Japanese ringtone now in MC as well. We can mod it in with Substance finally, and we can also now have it in MC, and I love it. Fucked up timing here. I'm gonna go into BDU. What do I need the suppressor for, dude? I want to be heard. There's certain strats where you intentionally, like here, you know, distract people with the shot and get them further in the animation. All the things you tell me to get, I just, no, I'm sorry, like, don't need them. Wait. Oh god. Okay, it's gonna be awkward with the timing now, I think. Yeah, right away. Fine, whatever. The UAV? That's what we have the chaffs for. I dare not install it and have to stop listening to it every time. Thankfully, in HDFix, it's just a toggle user. You can just toggle it off. You don't need to use it. I was gonna say, okay, we're back here in this camera. Can I adjust the distance correctly with this camera? I can. All right, let's go. We go, baby, here we go. Yeah, let's go. Okay, so here we can do a funny thing if we just tap out. I think if we tap out, we can unequip and then move on here. But I'm not too familiar with the PCMC route and strategies that Marlon found here, so I'm just gonna skip it now and move on normal. But there's a way where you can alt tab out of here, and while the cutscene is happening, you can leave, go down to get the Nikita, and then when you enter this area again, it will load up the cutscene again because it still thinks it's in a cutscene, and you basically save all of the walking back, which is a really nice thing. I just have never done it myself, so I gotta admit, like, yeah, I'm not gonna do it because I don't know how to do it. I'll admit to that. Okay, in this elevator, I can see why this is a static camera. Makes sense. All right. And the fun thing is, I mean, we always had the Subsistence camera because we have it when we swim. Like, this camera is technically what we always wanted, Kojima. But I guess it makes sense from the design standpoint why you would remove it everywhere else. I mean, in this camera, we can't, like, fully turn around the character. It's still, you know, following behind it, but yeah. We don't get hit. Okay. We Gucci. I've gotten Stormbringer on Mega Rising without upgrades. Pretty hard. That is pretty hard. GG. What? I could have sworn I pressed up in triangle, but nah. Okay, yeah.
What is that?
Oh. You gotta step on this box here. I forgot. Mr. President, get down.
What is that?
Well, that works for me. If he falls on his face in front of the transistor, he will die. I mean, hey, that works. I could not tell when it was free to cartwheel there. You got Hero of the Metaverse today? What is that from? Like Marvel Rivals or Sorry, I'm not familiar with every, achievement in the world. I need to take my cat and bird for a walk. Thanks for the stream. See you next time. Thanks, Technomikers. See you later. Right, where was I? How do you take a bird for a walk? Well, in a cage. Like ramming around there, I guess.
I took these.
I like the idea though. That's a nice weird thought to think about, right? That means gold ranking all 50 VR missions. Oh, in Rising, the VR missions. Nice. I never did jack shit in Rising. I played the story once, speedrun New Game Plus 80% hard for like a few months and then I was out. That game gives me nothing casually. I freely admit that. That's a great game, but it's not really for me. So one of my neighbors taking the bird for a walk just had the bird on the shoulder and walked down the sidewalk. If it behaves that well, sure. That's a way to walk your bird. That's a nice idea. Da-da-da-da, pew. All right, can I do swims glitch still? Let's see. Let's go out of bounds. Nope. Not like that. Pretty hard glitch. Hey, let me get some air. I can do this. Anytime. Can I reset it? There you go. Sweet, out of bounds. With turbo, when you just hold down circle, it's so much easier. You can just focus on the D-pad left tab. There's some people that can also do it where they press D-pad left and circle at the same time, which, I mean, works too. Oh God, where do I go? I'm gonna go up here. Shoot. Swim too far. I wonder if the water surface being different is since the OG Xbox. Some of it can be changed. Well, geez. To the door? Nah, I can't, right? I think I gotta like get out of the water after the door, and that's my big problem right now. I can't see where I'm going. There we go. Ryzen is the one MG game I'm really good at. Nice. That would be like MGS2 for me. Alright. Too slow. That one shot was too slow.
What's going on? Right.
There you go. Second time around. If you have like PS2, PS3 lag here, it's so much easier, but without the lag, it's a little bit tricky. I mean, it works. I'm pressing the right stick, by the way, every time when I enter a new room and it's static, just to make sure that I don't accidentally bend back to static camera. Nope, this whole room here, no BPS, I guess. Can't sneak for the life of me. You've never been made for the sneaking life. Honest to God, let me go wild and think about one cool thing that I would also love to see, and entirely outside of MGS2. In MGS4, it would be hella dope if we could get a sequence where we fight as Raiden and we have some fights happening as Raiden, some missions happening as Raiden, like the snake takes of Raiden. I would be even fine with like text story introductions, but then we go into a level and load in, we're like, right now. Oh my God, that would be so fun. Right? Or am I the only one? You're good at some VR missions? That's good. You're probably good as well if somebody just teaches you and you would you know, follow that, I guess, if you want to. Like, MGS2 is not a hard game. MGS3 is not a hard game. If you know what you need to do. And you can execute on that knowledge. Caveats. Again, I have a feeling at some point there's like no subsistence camera at all, maybe. No proof of that yet, but maybe if you go back to Shell 1, where the levels are the same. But right now, like, let me press R3 again. Nope. I press R3 and there's no subsistence camera available. Here it is. Because maybe, like, Blue Point has never done Shell 2. That's like the big question, like, where does it stop? When did Blue Point go like, all right, we're not going to continue with this, like, take it out. I don't know. Give me more riding. Hell yeah. Oh no, in this water level apparently it's back, because that was definitely a different camera angle. When we're outside of water here, in this room, there was a different camera angle than usual. That works. There we go. They can also restore the sewer level in MGS4. Right, that is a cut thing. You're right about that. Okay, the subsistence camera is here. And even go further and add the mastiffs from Rising. Ooh, nice. Yeah, it's strange how it wouldn't work there. Yeah. Oh god. This is awkward. I'm gonna go here, a little bit over to the left. There you go, okay. Okay, it's really awkward to do this with one hand. Okay, I'm just gonna keep it as... Well, I guess I can leave it like this. There's just one more guy coming up. They're jumping me. Alright, remember, no Emma bump here. Just drag her over the finish line. You don't want a soft lock here. Okay, yeah, here we're back again, so that's good. It's maybe just inside there where we don't have any subsistence camera? I don't know. Oh wait, we have only one shaft? That's not good. I need one shaft. Go. Here you come. And this is cool. Again, this is one of those things when we're like outside, there's lots of things to look at. So all these connecting bridges are really fun to look at in subsistence camera. I dig that. Alright, get ready for the ringtone. Oops. That's fine. Oh, okay. Here we're back again to the static camera. Jeez. Again, that change back and forth is probably more annoying to me than anything. I would like it so much more if it was just constantly the same subsistence camera. What? What the fuck? Boys! Boys! Stand back! Oh, nice. She walks towards me already. Alright, there's one. Damn it. As long as I can kill her. She's like slowly walking away. That's kind of nice. I didn't do that. Because we got an alert there. That's really unfortunate. The UGs in Rising are so much more aggressive and diabolical, for sure. I mean, the game's entirely also made more aggressive and diabolical. I guess it's made for that purpose. Excuse me, girl. Excuse me. Excuse me. Thank you. The Geckos name just for chill compared? Yeah, absolutely. Geckos need to be way stronger, actually, in 4 if we were to have Raiden in there as a playable character. That's for sure. Can't put the same Geckos in there. It's like boring as fuck. Alright, subsistence camera. Is it here? Yeah, it is. Alright, cool. This SOS mode is the camera that was found with the leak. This is the camera that was found with the leak. This is the PC-MC version, and this is the Bluepoint Subsistence camera, I want to call it. The BPS. This is not the SOS mod for the Substance release. This is what Bluepoint made originally for the HD version. And it's kind of jank, not gonna lie. Because it switches back and forth in small rooms to the regular static camera. It is really breaking my brain. You want to go down one moment because you run forward, and then the camera flips around 180 and you actually walk away from it again. So yeah. Ideally, we can make the camera work so it's always the same. The back and forth switching is a nightmare for me personally. And that's just really cool. Like, it works just how you remembered it from SOS mod, but now in the PC Substance version. Sorry, the PC MC version. Now in the MC version. And yeah. You can also look behind the extrusion underneath. It doesn't care. It doesn't judge. It just does. Yeah, this update of HDFix is still in development. And because I am in the Metal Gear News network, I got an early build of this so I can play around, test with it. And I'm going to use this stream and VOD as, feedback to give back, hey, how about we do this and this change? Or give an extra option so we don't only just have this here, but also, make it like static. Always the dynamic camera. Let's put it like this. It's really weird to call it because there's no real name for it. So yeah. Do we know when the update is coming out? No, I do not know. It will be out when it will be out. There's no, talk about like when it will be done. Right now, HDFix is adding a lot to it still. Like even today, there was an update to permanently set the hostages in Shell 1 to be from the Easter eggs. So you can set in the HDFix thing to be always be 10 p.m. so you get the old lady spawn, which as a speedrunner I love because the old lady spawn, for example, is making it way easier to find aims amongst all of them. But I don't know when will be the cutoff point for this. Don't know. Maybe HDFix can comment on this if he wants to. We'll see. I'm just testing this so I can get feedback. Again, we've not even gotten to the Subsistence fight where we don't even know how the sword works. If it will be like the original SOS release where the camera is behind Raiden and you swing the camera at the same time you swing the sword, that would not be ideal, you know? Are they allowing HDFix on the boards? I think HDFix for MGS2 has been allowed for a long time. Very long time. And MGS3 is as well. I think just MGS3, Worm currently is in a discussion with the other mods, like actually be allowed, and I think it was just never officially allowed, just like, hey, this is fine because it's like a small thing. But now more and more stuff gets added that can, you know, potentially change the gameplay experience, although it's actually fixing it. It's not changing it to be different.
Emma, open your eyes.
Oh, we got some normal difficulty. There's 2 claymores on the right. Every time when I do a different difficulty, I said it so often, every time when I do different difficulty, I don't know what to do. Extreme, European Extreme, shoot all of them. VE, shoot none of them. Everything in between, I'm like, how many claymores are there again? I should have checked beforehand. Sorry guys to cost you time here. I just don't want to end the stream too early. That's why I'm throwing a little bit. Gotta be honest. Alternative, big issue. I cannot admit to that. There they are. There, the 2 nasty boys. My bad. I can't for the life of me not remember if I spontaneously play something else. Like, which claymores there are. At least it doesn't change how it does with Saw US, where like all of a sudden you have to do like 2 less rays. Except for Extreme, where it's still 20 again. And for those people out there that are not speedrunning or not doing this every day, yes, Extreme and European Extreme, it's not 25, it's 20. What? The codex says 25? I know. I know. It has to go up to E1, E2 at most. The third-person camera still in just tighter parts of the map or the whole thing? No, this gets complex. It goes back to the regular static camera in a lot of rooms, not just small rooms. Sometimes in small rooms, you have the subsistence style camera. Sometimes in very large rooms, you have the static camera. I could compile a whole list of that, but if you're watching this on YouTube as you do right now, you can just, you know, rewind and then see where it is. Unless I turn it off, but I should have turned it on. But yeah, especially in Plan, there's like so many rooms where you think it is dynamic or subsistence camera, and it's just not. Strut A, the pump room, for example, completely static until you go like inside the pumps, like inside the pipe room. Then it's again dynamic. It's really confusing. And I think this is unchanged so far. I think this is all how Bluepoint has defined it, where it should be static or dynamic. But yeah. For gameplay purposes, I hope we find a way to make it always subsistence style. How SOS was, basically. Because it makes playing through the game less of a headache if the camera doesn't like accidentally or all the time, basically, flips around you back and forth. Yeah, you can. There's a 1-button toggle for it. You can bind it however you want. I currently bound it to R3, but you can change it to whichever button you want to toggle it on and off. So it's up to you. But there's a toggle version. I can press R3. Like this. I don't know why it doesn't change back now. Maybe in this room it does not change back. It's fine. Gotta focus on the game pretty quickly. But you can change back and forth. I don't know why it doesn't work here right now. Maybe that is a bug. I don't. Hard to tell right now what's a bug and what not. That's weird.
This is
I think the reset is broken. Because I can't move the right stick to the camera right now. I think it's like, in this room specifically, it's like it's sticking to the angles here. It does not reset back to like upper level. Okay, I gotta focus for a moment. Oh. Gotta be back into that just for a second. Wait, you were able how the camera was basically fixed in its angles? I was able to just stay underwater there with the camera. Okay, there's no one spawning after that. That is, I think, a hard difficulty and higher thing. So, okay, right now, turn around. If I press the right stick, I cannot move it anymore. It stays like that, but it's weird that it stays like that. It should actually refer back to the original static camera, like from here or something. And it kind of does not, so okay, that's interesting. Oh well. Just another bug to report. That's why it's not out yet. It's still under testing, and I'm happy to give some feedback. You know. That is a fun thing to notice here. All right, good stuff. I think I'm gonna upload this also as a new video. Like, I'm gonna leave the VOD of the live stream as is, but then I think this whole run through from start to finish will be a separate upload, like tomorrow. So I get, it gets pushed out of the out into the sub boxes again. I may be sure that I actually got rid of all of them here. I did, okay. But yeah. Okay, I entirely missed it. Oh, like a pixel. There you go. Excuse me. I think that's all of them then. Yeah, all ciphers done. One last Panthers left. And 3, 2, 1, activate. That's funny. You can leave the camera like this and then walk around. There you go. Oops. All right, let's see. I think I'm currently in static camera. Yeah, I'm back to subsistence here now. Yeah, and in this small room, it changes back automatically. I have no choice here. In this big area here, I can use it like that. And as soon as I go inside here, it's set back again to the static camera. Oh man. Oh Lord, I was like, oh yo. Yeah. Oh, that's fun.
This isn't happening. Jack, you have
Oh
to
man,
answer me.
I misjudged the distances of my cartwheels there. Again, as a speedrunner, you're really used to the static camera. You know exactly where you're gonna jump off, depending on where you knocked off the panels and stuff like that. But God, that was weird. Really hard for me to determine where I am. I mean, again, skill issue, right? But still. Look, if you'd ask me, I'd preferably still play with the static camera all the time. Nice, the cartwheel worked. Yeah, this is like a precise point where you can cartwheel up, and then you skip all of these stairs. some speed tech there, and I hit it despite the different camera angle. I'm gonna let this cutscene quickly play. I'll be right back. I need a short break.
Leave it to me.
Hell yeah! Just came back for the bro hug.
I repeat, personnel, head for the evacuation area
Let me hydrate real quick, and then we're gonna do the end game.
I'm counting on you, Otacon.
So anyway, I started blasting.
It's been a while, hasn't it? Jack the
Oh yeah, by the way, there's also an option soon in HDFix then that changes the solid dose choking.
You know this fellow?
You can set it back in free modes. Like you leave it standard, that's
Don't you?
standard mode.
Grown.
You can set it so the health gets deducted as it was in PS2. You
Concentration.
can set it so the duration of the choking is the same as PS2. And then of course you can set both. So you feel like... Excuse me. So much air. If you really want to set it back to PS2 European Extreme, you can do that soon once HDFix 3.10 is out. So, go you, I guess. I like that every difficulty is like easy. I'm old. I can't tap anymore that fast. And for that long.
You can't keep this up.
Like 3 or 4 weeks ago, I did in PlayStation 2 all difficulty speedrun, which was the US version, which only goes up to extreme. And even that extreme choking on PS2, like, yeah, that was tough. But we did it.
Jack.
Juicebox mod is gonna come, I just know it. I mean, we have SOS, right? So you know what that means. Probably just change the camera again, right? I mean, yeah. It works here, that's good. And somebody's like slightly moving it, but there's nothing there. You know that. I know that, you know that. There's nothing there. Can we go in the old cell? That would be nice, right? But we can't. And everything's here. Just like in Twin Snakes. The best version of the game. Alright, let me in. Alright. Let's get on. Let's get on with our lives, do we? Raiden, do you copy?
Who's there?
This is tricky. Everything's on tight timing here. Okay, this is exactly there. Makes sense. This is back to that, okay. Watch out, camera. So late! Well, we made it work. We made it work. Okay, so here's the answer finally. In this blue point subsistence camera, can we still swing the sword without swinging the camera? Well, we'll find out. That is 3, 4. And then the final cutscene, oh sorry, codec, which leads into 6 automatically. There we go. I press R3 and then look over here, so I have a feeling maybe from this point onward there is no BPS anymore. Maybe it's also defined in this hallway to not have it. I don't know. We'll see. In the solidus fight, it really matters. Because honestly, the SOS camera is great for the Subsistence fight because it just replaces the awful camera we have there. We have actual control over the camera in that Subsistence fight, and man, I've done this so often. If you have a terrible terrible camera angle there, it can really screw up your setup. Special camera on the fish and males stay now, right?
Come on, time to go.
Spinning Stripe wasn't possible with one Switch version of Master Collection. Oh, okay. The game looks beautiful. I wish we can play the Master Collection. I mean, you can. This is the Master Collection on PC. Not sure what you're referring to. Let me just put that on here. Do we have subsistence camera here? Excuse me. Yeah, my throat is slowly dying. Oh, we have it here. Okay. So, okay, if I put on the blade, what? Oh. Oh. They literally just don't do it. If you have the blade out, they just immediately revert you back to the static camera. Oh, okay. I mean, that is one way to deal with that. Yeah. That's what I thought would happen. Yeah, I guess it makes the most sense, right? If HF blade on, back to static camera. I mean, the camera mod on PS5. Yeah, you gotta specify which platform you play from. Yes, unfortunately on consoles, you can't get that there, which is a shame. Well, that's cool. I mean, I take it. It still makes it playable, right? All right, let's hope. Wish me luck that I get a shot. I have only one shot at this. Looks good. Recording 3:29:50 roughly. So I gotta punch them at 3:31 almost. So in case you guys are not familiar with this is the coolant skip. This is a method that we speedrunners use on normal difficulty and higher, where we basically trap all of these guards here permanently in a state of, oh my god, what's in this face? In tomorrow's debug run, we're actually going to take a deeper look at this, what this means, and why it works. Because if we do this for roughly 1 minute and 8 seconds, and then have like about 2 of these guards fall over, the game automatically engages like a safety feature where it actually just lets us pass on without needing to fight anyone. Okay, we're just almost done. Hopefully it works. Snake is actually put asleep right now. Yeah, you can see how the alert dropped. So, the start of the fight, we just turn around and give Snake a M9 shot to the chest, basically the heart, which gives him the most knockout time or faint time. And then he stays down for the entire minute plus. And like I said, we just go down to the specific position and then just spray left and right to trap them in the same state. And then eventually the game comes along and it's like, all right, I guess you're done. And lets us pass, which is even faster than just fighting them regularly for normal difficulty and higher. So normal, hard, extreme, and European extreme. On very easy and easy, we still do the regular way with the stinger. But yeah. Little cheeky outlook for tomorrow, where I use the debug mode to actually look at the code, what happens
Not a bad idea.
if we're not looking.
Using fire to fight fire, creating the perfect assassin to retire solid.
Yeah. The debug is great. I'm gonna do that tomorrow. For today, I just want to look at the subsistence camera. And I'm pretty sure tomorrow won't be the last time I do a debug playthrough. There's so much to learn still about what speedrunners do and why certain tricks work. So, yeah, I look forward to that. Because I actually have been just sitting down and studying the debug menu itself and what it means. But I've not really done a lot of playing with the debug stuff on, so this will be fun tomorrow. Did some of the 𝐇𝐚𝐮 despawn while you're spraying? That makes me think it's ready to skip. Nope. Do not spoiler for tomorrow. I just think it's because the thinking turns off. If 𝐇𝐚𝐮s are in that state, there's 3 thing values, which are basically their states, and they're all set to 0. So all of these guards stop thinking. It was like, oh, what the hell? And after the time, if you knock them over, there's a flag set, like enough 𝐇𝐚𝐮s are on the floor in a certain state. The game's like, all right, no more 𝐇𝐚𝐮s for you, you're good. It has to be with the time and the states that the 𝐇𝐚𝐮s are in, I'm pretty sure. All right. Oh, where we're looking. Normal difficulty is not hard with the race, but at the same time, I'm like, oh god, why was the camera turned around this way, not another way? All right, Johnny, jump on stage. Sir. Ah! Up! That's not where you're supposed to go. Ah! Took too long there. My bad. Jesus Christ. Oh my lord. Nope. That's fine. Sure. Thank God it's normal. There you go. I was writing an improvement over Rex when they go down so easy.
GW, the Arsenal AI.
I mean, there's many.
I admit that I underestimated you.
I think the sheer number is still very impressive. And considering how long, you know, 1 Rex on Extreme takes versus 20 Rays on European Extreme or regular Extreme, so it doesn't matter. On higher difficulties, the numbers is kind of impressive, you know. Because this one can swim. That's right. Hey, Yaruki-chan, thank you so much for the raid. Yaruki Nakara, let's go!
What do you hope to hear?
Shoutouts to Yaruki. If you haven't followed,
It's not him
do it.
the answer's from.
Do it right now. With it. How are you doing? How was your stream? This one can swim. I know. It's impressive AF. Alright, so I guess Solidus will be like boring now because we don't have the subsistence camera here. Whenever we have the sword on, there's like no subsistence camera, so the end game is kinda the same. Here's the thing, SOS mod needed to change the way we slash with the sword. We had to press like R1 and then can I get the finger? There you go. I'm gonna give you the non-lethal way because why not? Yeah, in SOS mod, they had to change how we swing the sword with like R1 plus square or circle. Screwed up the setup here. That's fine though. Yeah, normally we do a different method of this fight.
Let's go.
I think I'm almost done. Oops. My bad. Where's phase 2? There it is. Okay, I was like, what?
Good work, Jack.
You played Crash 4? Let's go. Sorry, I needed to focus for a moment there. Dear 𝐿𝐭𝐞𝐿 viewers, in case you don't know me, my name is 𝐿𝐿. Of course, I'm playing currently 𝐼 2, which I will do a lot in the future because just recently on May 1st, there was the source code leak for 𝐼 2. And we're already getting cool features from that. And one of the features that I play here right now, which you can't tell, we play a mod for the camera, which makes it's more like MGS3 for the Master Collection version. Which is something that was made already for the old PC version, but now it's also in this version. Oops, can't block that. Thought it was doing the stab. There you go. Blocking. The strat relies on being on the blind spot of his, and it's really hard for me to tell where the blind spot is. I need to check if we can see his view cone. With the debug menu, I don't think we can. It would make it so much easier to tell where his blind spot is. Yep. There you go, almost done. I think I could have got away with a punch kick. Yeah, there was 2 punches. Damn, that's the thing I wanted the most. Yeah.
Do you remember this place?
Of course.
Wait, what? I heard that it's already been checked and the code is removed with comment stating why, but could be mistaken fake news.
Today is the day I met you.
That's it.
Oh, okay, sorry. I need to read the message before that. Do you think there's any chance of restoring the cutscene before the Subsistence fight? Yeah, as far as I know, only the flag can be put in again. So when like Solid is lying down there and Raiden cuts the flag, I think that can be reinstated, which Solid Snake 11 again. With the sole exception of Solid Snake 11. We've already done it like a couple of years ago. But I think the whole, the thing they actually removed it. It's not even like commented out. Which is what the code in MGS2 and Bluepoint's version has done a lot. Bluepoint went ahead and just made lots of ifs, zeros, or if faults, and then commented out original code like that, so we can still retrieve it, which is really cool for us, right? But I think that specific cutscene is just
our culture,
gone.
Poetry,
yeah,
compassion, sorrow, joy. We'll tell them everything.
But yeah, that was Metal Gear Solid 2 on the PC Master Collection version with a preview build of HDFix 3.10, not the final version, with specifically this Subsistence style camera enabled. The way basically Bluepoint wanted to do it, but then Kojima said, it's not good enough, we're not gonna do it. Now that I played it, I gotta say, it's cool. I would still change a few things. We could make it like an option, so there's like original camera, Bluepoint Subsistence camera, and maybe the SOS style camera, right? Because the SOS mod for PC Substance, that one was permanently always there. The Bluepoint Subsistence camera always switches back and forth depending on the zone you're in the level, and it makes stuff a bit whack. Flips around your controls suddenly. It's a bit weird.
And think
There you go. The code is to play the cutscene is commented out, and the actual cutscene data isn't in the files. Is there enough information there for someone to remake it? I guess from hearsay, if somebody wants to put like a lot of work into it, it can probably be done. Because we got all the tools working as well, right? We got all the texture viewer stuff, the text stuff. There's so many tools that were coming along with that. It also was said in the document of MGS2, which I finally played a little bit. The document of MGS2 states there have been plenty of tools made for developing MGS2 that helped other people that are not development, like artists and designers and stuff like that. And these tools do work now as well. Probably for some people, it's like the original, of course, was done in Unix or Linux. Like Linux. And then, you know, the same code has just been taken over on Windows. I mean, it works. It's all C. Just good old C. But yeah. I did read in some of the docs that the MGS2X repository was a fork of the PS2 version, so the cut content is likely just gone to the sense of time. The thing is, unlike a real GitHub, right, where you can go back in versions and see early commits and stuff like that, this is just a static point in time. We can't go back. We can retrieve stuff that Bluepoint, for unknown reasons, has just commented out with like permanent if false statements. But things that got literally just deleted is not retrievable anymore, right? Because it's a fixed point in time thing with this code. Which is kind of sad. It is what it is. I would love to recreate the original Sons of Liberty versus what we have now, more like the Substance style version of game. Because that would mean we could also play a Sons of Liberty version of MGS2 on PC. You know, with all the jank and all the early stuff that's in there. It's certainly fun, to me at least, if we could get that. But what's not there would need to be created brand new again. A sort of new level of reverse engineering. The Discord, you know, has a reverse engineering channel, and now it's more of an engineering channel because we have the source. But we don't have the full source. We get a static point in time, which came way late, unfortunately. Yeah. As SSJ Goku says, unfortunately, no. The code that would play the cutscene essentially says, play cutscene XYZ. And without the data to actually play the cutscene, you won't get the actual cutscene. So, like I said, somebody would need to go in and make it all. It is what it is, right? And maybe some people are crazy enough they want to do it. And if we figure out how all these smaller tools work, maybe we can. That's like a whole new level of documenting MGS2. Because that's what the document of MGS2 does not really show us. I think I know what I will do this Thursday or Wednesday. I think this Wednesday. Tomorrow we're going to do a playthrough of the debug version of MGS2. On Tuesday I'm just going to play some Street Fighter. I need a break. On Wednesday, I'm going to go a little bit through the document of MGS2 again with you all on stream, right? And then maybe on Thursday, we take a second look around, or I just speedrun MGS2. I don't know exactly what I want to do. I'm going to show it here. I got a PlayStation 2 here, a fat PS2, the chubby ones, where you can put an HDD in the back. And currently, it's being discussed if we should allow for the Metal Gear Solid 2 Sons of Liberty speedrun leaderboard, which is its own leaderboard. There's 3 leaderboards for MGS2. Sons of Liberty, Substance, and HD/MC. For the Sons of Liberty leaderboards, it's being asked if we should allow HD loader mods, so we're not reliant on backwards compatible PS3s, which are very expensive. Oh my god. Let me start again. Which are very expensive and, you know, also prone to break. And if we could instead allow PS2s with load mods to get apparently partially even better load times than BC PS3. And it would also be so much cheaper to get, and if you want to participate then on the leaderboards, that will make it so much easier to get into that. So I want to also do some runs with PS2 and HD loader of Sons of Liberty. And we need some data. You like MGSV? I played Ground Zeroes a lot because that was fun to go into. And then the Phantom Pain, I played up to Africa. I did not play much of the Phantom Pain, I'm sorry. Is the mod already available for download? No. This is an early build. An early test build that is available in the Metal Gear News Network or MGN Discord. I would not recommend to play this unless you're willing to do some beta testing, some debugging. Which this stream shall be, you know, a report of. Like I gave my thoughts about some things here and yeah, but it's not officially released in the sense of everything's done and ready and tested. It's still in development. So version 3.1.0 is coming. It will have this feature. It's not officially done. That's what I did. Drop TPP at some point. At the same point. Oh, yeah. I have 100,000 channel redeem on my channel by code that asks me to play through the Phantom Pain. So eventually I will play through it all. You know. Ground Zero's big scam. I mean, back in the time, I did... Do I have it here? Yeah, hang on. Back in the day, I got scammed. I got myself Ground Zeroes then for PS3. Yeah. Not worth it at all. But what does it mean to be worth it? For the price that I paid, what was it, like 20 euros back then? I still got a lot out of that if you like really love it, if you want to do 100% in this. I think if you really want to do everything in there, it's a great playground. Still, you know, would have been cool if this was like Phantom Pain, the demo, and not pay for it. Anyway, we did what we did. Yes, you do, KW. I'm sorry. I will do it. I will do a playthrough of the Phantom Pain. Ground Zeroes was pretty great. I wish DPP was more like that. Yeah. Yeah, for someone who did not just play the Ground Zeroes mission, but did also play all the other stuff in there, for me, it was great value. 1 hour 52. Damn. We did take a sweet time there watching some cutscenes, did we? Best tech demo I ever bought. I mean, the best tech demo I never paid was still PT. And I still have my PS4 with that installed. I just need to hack it and play it again, but I don't know when I'm going to do that. All right. Well, folks, I think that's it. That's all here for me today. It's enough, isn't it, anyway? Let me just close the game here so I can actually talk. Ground Zeroes is great, but a 1 hour game? I don't know. You can use the code website. We don't get a code in MC, right? Wait, do we get a code? Hang on, do we get a code? I'm currently lost. I was gonna say we don't get a code on HD anymore, right? Well, only the PS2 Soul and Sub version, but not this one. yeah, I'm like 99% sure that the move. Hang on. Let me just go back in the recording real quick, but yeah. Yeah, it's just that, and then like it gives you the clear code, like codename Falcon, but there's no, you know, registry code there. All right. With that being said, you all get the clear code big boss from me today, because thank you everyone for watching, supporting the channel, and of course me. I'll be back tomorrow again with a playthrough of MGS2, but then with the debug settings and modes. And we're gonna retrace our steps a little bit through some speedrun tricks, and we're try to understand why they work and what they do. It's gonna be fun. How much do you like Peace Walker, since it and MGS3 are quite similar? I like Peace Walker a little bit more because it reminds me a little bit more of the old style of Metal Gear. I mean, I did speedrun Peace Walker a couple of times already, whereas I touched Phantom Pain only once. I guess that tells you everything, right? But yeah, my voice is shredded. I gotta go and rest up a little bit, but again, thank you all everyone for supporting the stream, supporting me specifically. It's been a pleasure for you to test this and give feedback. And then tomorrow again, like I said, we're going to go through and we're gonna try to get some insight why some speedrun tricks work and images do the way they do. If you want to continue watching someone, I can recommend Mr. Dan23 right now, or Mr. Dan238 on Twitch. We're gonna rate, and like I said, I'll be back tomorrow again. Have a good night, everyone. Thanks for watching, and goodbye.